Hello. Welcome in today. I'm back with another no facecam stream. I'll be back to facecam tomorrow, but no, it's just been those days where I just kind of needed a hermit moment. I needed a little bit of a gremlin moment without a camera on. So I am so excited to just pick so many berries and hang out because we're in fall. I like low-key didn't remember that we made it to fall, but look at the beautiful foggy fall day that we have in Teddy's Haven today. I think I say this at the beginning of every Teddy's Haven stream. I don't have any concrete goals. I think we succeeded in a square. Yes, we succeeded in turning the shop. Oh my gosh, I'm running inside. I'm sprinting inside. That's never good. We succeeded in turning the shop into a square once again the last time we played. So I think that the goal is just to get the needed things on the shelf and get through some of our mead and our jam making. We can get everything on the shelf. Today might be the day that we have to delve into... Hello, Calliope. I'm shocked to see you here. You can't see her today, but I'm sure you heard her running into the microphone. We might have to bite the bullet and get into farming today. It might have to happen, but we'll decide when we get to that point. Right now, there's just a bunch of new crops that I need to go collect, and that's what we're gonna do. I tagged the stream last night as low commentary and then ended up yapping almost constantly throughout the entire 4 hours. I did tag this one as low commentary again today because I didn't fall asleep until like 5 a.m. last night, which I know is not that big of a deal, but is unusual for me. Or not unusual, but unsustainable for me. So I am a little bit lower energy. I might have less to say, or as what usually happens when I log into a stream thinking, oh, I'm gonna be chill, I'm gonna be a little bit quieter today, I will just talk constantly anyway. Because that seems to be, you know, that really seems to be my signature at this point. But we'll find out. We'll find out. We have a new creature! I didn't see him over there through the fog. But now that I'm high up in the air, I can see him. Hey, dude. My hot Teddy's Haven take is that this guy kind of freaks me out. Is that bad? Heyo, you are just... Wow. No, you are super cool. You're so big. I can't even see his heads. This is Gams, of course. Let me take a little sip of water before I get into this. In fact, let me clear my throat a little bit even. I gotta make sure I do two gams. This is like GIF versus GIF. I gotta make sure I do Gams justice here. Ah, little shopkeeper, do not doubt yourself. I see the way you care of this haven, and it shines brighter because of you. Once I knew a dawn feather bird who was caught in a raging tornado. The storm whirled so wildly that even whole shoppers and shelves went spinning through the sky. The dawn feather was nearly swept away with them, but it held on, beating its wings until the storm passed. When the wind settled, the dawn feather found its wings stronger, its flight steadier than ever before. You are much the same. The storms you face may feel wild, with shelves and all, but each trial only makes you wiser and more graceful. And I can tell you this. You are doing a wonderful job. Let's gams it out. Yo, I love gams. Do I think that gams is like a little bit creepy? Yeah, I do. But like, I love gams. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Moo Cows. I'll pet you while I'm here, huh? Cause I mean, look at this dude. Look at this freaking dude. He's got another head back here that's just sleeping. He's freaking resting over here. Oh, I thought I could climb him. I can't climb him? Oh, I'm inside of him. Oh, it's bad. It's bad, actually. Never mind. Never mind. Don't try that. But look at him. He's so lounged up. Lounge as shit, dude. Love this guy. What a guy, actually. What a guy. Amazing. Anyways, we got to visit Gams, and isn't that wonderful? I do need to backtrack because I do need to I do need to get all the trees because it's a brand new season and there's new apples to have. So this is a very inefficient day today, but that's okay. It was worth it for Gams. We had our apartment inspection the other day, like the kind of yearly crap that they do. And here I was, our building changed management like a couple times this year. And there's like a new set of people in the office and all this stuff, new company, blah, 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 right? Last year when they did our inspection, they just straight up like, one of the maintenance guys came in, he checked our smoke detectors, and he left. That was it. That was the entire inspection. So foolishly, I thought, well, maybe it'll be like that again this year. So I did, like, the most minimal cleaning you can imagine. Thinking, oh, he's gonna come in, go to the smoke detectors, and then leave. Hey, I found you earlier than usual. I would love 10,000 apples from you. How do you feel about that? Dabba-da-dabba-dabba-da. How about 10,000 apples? What do you think about that? Thank you. Ooh, I was kind of standing on them that time. But no, they came in like for real inspection this time, and you know, actually checked things. It was very embarrassing because there were like dishes in the sink, and the shower was dirty, and it was dirty under the sinks, and you know, all that good stuff. But you know, kind of beside the point. We told them about a couple of problems that are in the apartment. I don't even know if I remember the other one. One is that one of our windows, the arm is not connected to the window, which is, you know, a problem. We never go down here. Let's go down here and collect some honey glow today. What was the other one? Oh, the other one is the thing that we've been asking them to fix for like 1 billion months, which is the soap dispenser on our dishwasher doesn't stay closed anymore. I think it's just that the little plastic tab on it is like worn out, basically. And we've asked them to fix that 1 billion times. So all of this to say, they put in the work orders for us and whatever, and I'm just like lying in wait for them to come knock on the door during stream, because what they sometimes do is sometimes they call me and they say, hey, can we come up right now at this very moment? And I have to be like, yeah, like I guess you can come up right now at this very moment. But sometimes they also just show up. Sometimes they just appear with no warning whatsoever. And I'm really like waiting for that to happen during stream. It's like another layer of anxiousness in the back of my mind. Because either I'm gonna hear a big old knock on the door and they're gonna be like, maintenance, here to fix your stuff, for which you have not cleaned or gotten dressed for at all. Or they're gonna call me in the middle of the stream and then I'll have to go on the be right back screen for like 25 minutes. I have a plan though. I have a plan to turn them away the first time. I'm gonna tell them that I'm like in a work call. or something. Be like, can you actually come back on another day? Like Wednesday, perhaps. Usually they are not good about rescheduling. Usually they're like, no, sorry, has to be right now. Has to be right now, or another, like, we can't tell you when another time is that we can come in. It has to either be right now, or we'll do this exact same thing and just randomly spring it on you in the middle of the afternoon on another random day. That's pretty much their method. But I'm hoping I can maybe manipulate them into actually letting me schedule a meeting instead. But we'll see. I'll if I do have to you know, take a phone call in the middle of the stream, I'll make sure I say something. Let's talk to Umbra. Let me tell you of the Lion War, though no lion ever roared in it. Two hot houses fought for a crown, but behind them moved cloaked ones, whispers wrapped in robes. In the ruins of Vesgard, a young knight named Remnir uncovered a buried light. The crystal did not sing for kings, it sang for kindness. And when all blades were drawn, it was not the crown that mattered, but the soul who chose not to wear it. Thank you for listening between the sword strokes. I think we've heard that one before, but I really like that one. So I was happy to hear it again. We're only on day 2 of fall, which means the gathering part of the day is going to be a really big part of the day. Because we have a lot of new berries to go get. I think we decided at the end of last season that around like 2,500 to 3,000 is a good number to sort of rest at when it comes to collecting all of the new berries, so that's my goal. We've got a long way to go with a lot of these though. I love the foggy weather. Also, I have to say, my game is running wonderfully right now. I was having a lot of issues after the latest update, which was the fishing update. I forgot about that. I've been playing in my Forever World. Wow, they're really going for it today. I've been playing a lot in my Forever World lately. But the fishing update has arrived. So that's something that we're gonna have to talk about as well. Although it's yet another thing we have to make a lot of room for, which makes me a little bit nervous. Because the space in the store is always the biggest struggle. Look at this dude. Actually, I forgot about this. No, let me up. No, let me up. Come on, let me up there. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, I was just having a lot of poor performance in the game, but I'm not sure if it was like an optimization thing that had to happen, or I feel like my computer has just been sort of in general throwing a fit lately over everything. After the disastrous Zero Dawn stream from the other day, my computer was just remained crabby for a long time. And I felt like it just wasn't doing very well. But I feel like we're moving crisp and clean on the high settings right now, so I really don't know. My actual theory was that it was an internet thing, and we reset our router the other day, and I do feel like that made an improvement in how things are on our technology, because we have pretty good internet. Actually, we have like 1 gig of running power or whatever. Not 1 gig total, but you know, which isn't bad, you know, for a 2-person household in an apartment building. But I don't know, maybe the router just needed a little reset. It was also right around when our bill was due, and I have no idea if that makes any kind of difference. But perhaps it does. Look at how pretty she is today. Hello, Aria. Gorgeous as always, ma'am. With the just most fun idle animation you've ever seen. But yeah, if this Teddy's Haven performance is an omen of the computer and stream performance that I will get this week, I'm very pleased with that. I switched out our Tuesday TCG streams with Horizon Zero Dawn because I'm most likely gonna play it on Fridays most of the time, but I still want Fridays to be open for like mood of the day games, like trying a new game or jumping into an old game, or I would love to do a lot of Ophelli maintenance on Fridays too. So I wanted another day that was like designated for Horizon where we could kind of look forward to it happening regularly. So I slotted out TCG because well, I just feel like it's the sort of least exciting of the games that we play together. And I slotted in Horizon. I also kind of maybe potentially just wanted another excuse to play it all the time. Maybe. So putting it on the like official stream rhythm was a really good way to do that. But hey, we'll never know, right? You'll never be able to confirm nor deny this. Although weirdly, I think of the TC Dreams? What am I saying? The TCG streams is what I was trying to get to, as being like, in my mind, like the least interesting because it's a legacy world, so like anyone tuning in for the first time is, whether that's in the first VOD of it or the most current one, you'll be very behind on knowledge, right? You have to kind of like, it wasn't something that we started together on a stream, so there's no way to go back and like trace the origins of the shop, which I like to watch a lot of shop simulators, and I really like that part, you know? I like seeing them get all the upgrades and stuff and yada yada yada. And obviously that's not the TCG streams because legacy shop. But the TCG streams often get like, and I don't really pay attention to numbers necessarily in this way, but the TCG streams often get more views than the other streams do, which is very strange to me. I guess maybe it's just like an older, nicher game, sort of, so like there are people who are like seeking out those videos, and maybe there's not that many like new videos coming out, and that's the explanation for it. But I always thought it was very funny that like those VODs both on Twitch and on YouTube will pretty easily get like 5 to 10 more views on average than anything else does. And of course, I'm also talking as someone who just started streaming and posting VODs in February, and 5 to 10 views is a lot of views for me for one of my VODs on YouTube. So like, take that into account and do with that information what you will. But it's just funny that a lot of my VODs on YouTube would get like maybe 2 to like 7 views if I'm really lucky. But then some of the TCG streams, why is that so hard for me to say, have like 12 to like 20, and I just think that's really funny. I did not know that there was such a little fan base for that game that they would watch even the likes of me on YouTube. I think it's hilarious. The Vintage Story streams are the most loved, of course, because Vintage Story freaking rules. And for being such an amazing game, it has like extraordinarily small like content creator base. I wouldn't necessarily call myself a content creator. I would call myself a person who streams. Even calling myself a streamer seems a little bit generous, in my opinion. I'm a person who streams, and I am a person who posts those VODs somewhere. That's my title. But yeah, it's kind of surprising how little vintage story stuff is out there. A lot of it is like tips and tricks videos, you know, those kind of things, or build videos. And then there's of course the Rubik's Raptor circle with Scorch and Quail and all those people who are very, very popular. But they're also kind of an anomaly. They'll have like 10,000 people in a stream at any given moment, which is largely because they're some of like the only people who stream organized vintage story stuff. So it's like it's a starved market for sure. And they're also all very good at it. Their editing and their comedic timing is so good. I've been forgetting to pet the white sheep in this world, because in my forever world I have like 12,000 white wool, because before the update to some of the animals there was only wool. Like you got one type of wool from all of these guys. You didn't get black and tan and brown and white. So when the update happened, all of the wool that I had was all converted to white wool. So I have like 12,000 white wool or something ridiculous like that in my legacy shop. Oh yes! So we listened to Gams' story about a dawn feather, right? Who survived a tornado. Well, these are the dawn feathers. It's the chickens. And you might have noticed that he called that extraordinary dawn feather tornado. And look at this. We have the honor of having Tornado himself living with us in our little world, hanging out with us outside of our shop. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that amazing? I think that's so cool. Okay, the mount gets left outside because there's no mounts in the shop. We move too fast. Just like always, we need to... We have all the berries up from fall, right? I think so. I feel like I remember doing that last time. We need to put up any new jams, and we have 2 new jams to put up. Look at that. Do we have 2 new buzzes to put up as well? Do. And I'm sure everyone will be so pleased to see that they're all orange and yellow, which means they're going to be at the beginning of the shelf. You want to know what amazing thing I remembered also? I remembered that you can turn the wisps off. That was a recent update that I forgot about, so thank God. We can turn the wisp off while we reorganize the store. And I'm just beyond thrilled about this. This is going to be a slow process, methinks, but I would honestly rather do it this way than put everything away and have to pull it back out of the inventory. It's just a lot, because I have to like redo the rainbow order in my mind after that, and that's difficult. So I'd very much rather just move them straight up, because at least then I don't have to think. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to think. So we can enjoy a little bit of restocking ASMR underneath the background music. I do kind of wish there was a sound for pulling things off the shelves, because I think the putting things on the shelves sound is so wonderful. Excellent, excellent sound design in my opinion. It's just such a good little thunky sound. Okay. How yellow is this yellow? It's like pretty yellow. So I think I want this here. And that one's orange. And I think I want those there. Yeah. This is correct. This is correct. Let's do that. Is that too much? Gorgeous. And then how orange are these? They are pretty orange. So I want these over here. And then this there. Amazing. The rainbow order continues to satisfy. Gorgeous. I'm a little indecisive about these greens. I sort of feel like I want this one before this one because although this one's lighter, I feel like this one is cooler toned than that one. You know what I mean? So I feel like it should be closer to the blues. Even though it's I think of a lighter green having more yellow in it often. But like to me, that feels more right. That feels like a better transition because this just feels like a warmer green than this one is. So that suits me. Okay, now we gotta deal with these guys. Let's hit them with one of these. It's honestly kind of nice that not all of them are full because it goes just a teeny tiny bit faster, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and then all of these just need to be like cleared, unfortunately. Gee whiz. Rearranging the buzzes when... This is like hurting my brain. Rearranging the buzzes when I don't even have all of them on the shelf is oog. It hurts me, Scoob. This one is way light, so this one's gonna go closer to the greens, actually. And then this one's very orange. So these will all just move down one, I think. Well, actually, it's less orange than the sun apple, though, for sure. So I think this one's... Oh! No, thank you. Let's try that again. Right through the shelf. I feel like it's... I've experienced that before, but it's been a long time since I had that particular bug. I think that looks good. That was mostly minimal effort because a lot of our stuff was out of stock. Hit him with one of those. Hit him with one of those. And then I'm just gonna scroll through our inventory really quick to see if there's anything that we haven't placed. We haven't put down any of the raw materials outside of the berries and the fruit yet. So that's normal schmormal. Oh, we do have blue milk. That's right. We need to like create a milk and cheese area. We can create a milk and cheese area. Do we have any shelves? Oops. Let me look at this. Kind of sitting. We've got this one. Actually, we've got multiple of these ones, which can go under the window. Get us started. But I think starting a milk and cheese area is a wonderful idea. That is so awful. Let's actually try to... It's the balance between intercepting with this shelf and centering under the window. It's a balance that must be struck. And then I'll get another tall shelf. Boom. And boom. And we'll put this one there. And this will be the beginning of our milk and cheese area. Ooh, not what I was meaning to move. I was meaning to move this guy. We'll make him smaller, put him higher, and then he's over the shelf. Yep. Wonderful. I forgot that we put these on the walls, and I just think that looks so, I think it looks so good. It really looks workshop-y to me. Ready to harvest. We have dragon's blood milkweed too, which means we have red milk. Let's go and look at all of the milks that we have. We have red and blue. So of course, nope, wait, on the dot please. The red goes first. Set the price. How about one of those? I'm trying to resist the urge to scalp, but also I'm like, I want to. So we'll have red, orange, yellow, green, blue will go here. Amazing. Set the price. That was like almost exactly the same. It's very rare to see two products that are like exactly the same value. Do we have any cheese yet? We have some wheels of blue sky cheese. So we'll have the milk on the left and then the product, which is the cheese, on the right. I love it. If I do 7, is that too much? Nice. Amazing, yay, I love it, okay. And we can plant something new in these. This one is empty. I think we got that one right at the end. You can do it, you can do it. Whoop, you can do it. There you go. I believed in you. Hit him with a little bit of this. And a little bit of that. And then we need orange ether. Oh wow, we have a nice little what am I saying? Backstock, I guess, is what I wanted to say for some reason. This guy, honestly, he can just go away for now. We don't need him yet, and let's avoid, sorry, loud noise incoming because I'm gonna move the mic out of Calliope's way. I hope that was not too, like, mechanical and creaky. Calliope, you're bumping the mic. Get out of the way. Anyway, what was I saying? I want to avoid making it feel so cramped in here for as long as possible because it's coming, you know? It gets real cramped in here real fast. We have a little bit of room ready for more crops over here, but not very much. I'm really trying to arrange this cat in my lap, but she's really resistant to being arranged right now. I feel like this needs to go maybe a little smaller and just over to the side a little bit more. The leaves are going into the wall, but that's just part of it, you know? I think it looks nice. I would love to get some more rugs down on this floor, but I'm like rug traumatized a little bit because our last experience with a rug did not go well. It was actually really frightening. Let me pay my bills and take a look at what we've got. We have all of these cool licenses. I really want the potions. The potions are something that I like really like because I think that the potion bottles look so cool. So maybe that's what we do. Maybe I get some of the potion licenses and we stock those. Just because I love them. Lights, tables, and decorations. Stairs, snug rugs, that's what I want. So we need one more level, which I think we can pretty easily achieve. There was one more thing. Do I have any new ethers to put up? I do indeed. Oh, what color are you? I don't remember the order that these must go in, to be totally honest with you. Calliope, I just don't want you on my wrist, you know? I just don't want you on my wrist, because I use that wrist quite a lot, actually. I'm just gonna put this here for now, because honestly, I don't even know where it's gonna go, so. I thought that was gonna be kind of a high ball. But they accepted it, so. Okay. I think that was the last, like, Oh, you know why this looks crazy to me? Because we were doing a thing. I remember, hold on. We were doing a thing. We were doing a thing where we were doing it opposite. So they lined up on either side. Which means these ones are gonna go... Because this is Lunasite, and so that's gonna go there. And then the out-of-boundium one will go on the, like, cool shelf or whatever the hell. Okay. That's what I was forgetting from before. She loves to put her tail right under my elbow, and it doesn't bother me, but I feel like I'm crushing her. Like, really bad when I do that, so... Right now, we are looking for any fruits that don't have a buzz or a jam to their name yet. That's what we're hunting down. Because there are some. Mellow Spike and Meyerberry. Both of them don't have a jam or a buzz. Perfect. And I do think that these are actually from the fall season. So we're actually sort of kind of making progress on making some of the new stuff. Maybe. It's hard to say. After the first year. Ooh, yeah, no. So the berries don't go in the cheese press, actually. This is true. The first year of logistics, that's the hardest part. But I love it at the same time. Okay, what's next? Let's do our cheese. We can make red cheese and we'll make some regular schmegular cheese as well. Oh wait, we only have one cheese press right now. I can still make regular cheese. I should get another cheese press maybe. But where would I put it? I'd kind of have to move all this around, wouldn't I? I would. Or I could stick all these together. They don't have to be on their own separate tables, actually. Is a possibility. Actually, oops. Hate that. Ooh, hate that. Hey, hold on. There you go. And then these don't all have to be, like, different. Oh, good grief. Get out of the way. Yes, there you go. That's what I wanted from you. There we go. Now we're snapping. Now we're learning how to snap. Except this guy's in the way again. Oof. In my Forever World, for the first time, or my Legacy Shop, rather, would be a better name for it. I'll give that some space. And then maybe I can, like, have a big one there, and they can be different sizes. A big one and then a little one hiding under the table. I think that's kind of cute. And then we're gonna move everything over. Possibly make everything a little bit smaller, but we'll get there when we get there. I think that's a cheese press that can be slightly smaller. I also think maybe the jam thing can be slightly smaller. Jam thing? A jam pot. We can call it a jam pot. That's okay. I believe in us. And then one more cheese press, please. Oh, what the hell? I went right past it. And make it small. So it's the same-ish size. Boom. A little bit further over. Move the handle out of the way. Yep. Yay, there we go. Is that full? Yeah, it is full. It looked like it could hold like a couple more for some reason. And then I'll make regular cheese. Which also reminds me, there's a regular milk and cheese that needs to be moved over here. But where even? There we go. Oh goodness, how many of things are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 crystals. That seems right to me. Is that true? It seems like there's 10. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the fuck? How did? Hold on. Hold on. Turning my brain on. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I'm gonna need another shelf, in fact. That can be arranged. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what I'll need, huh? Let's do a skinny shelf. Actually, I might have one of those in storage. Is that true? No. But I can do one of these. That'll fit in there nicely. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, but I won't have a, just kidding, this won't work because I won't have a second shelf for the cheese. So actually, gone, you were bought for no reason. I don't really want to move these too much, but they can be moved. I can just make them a little bit smaller. Sort of arrange them so they're sort of looking at each other a little bit more too. And then I suppose this plant could go somewhere else. But where is that somewhere else? Maybe you can go here, because you can't see the inside of the store when the doors are closed anyway. And then it's a little plant next to the door. And then we have room for one of these. I'm pretty sure anyways. I think I don't know, my little toolbar. I love when the toolbar doesn't pop up. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna count again. I'm so sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the regular schmegular stuff goes down here. I know with the counting. I know. I don't really know what to do with this shelf. Well, actually, maybe I do know what to do with this shelf. Because right now, the thread is split. Oh no, because there's one extra. That's why. So it doesn't work that way. Never mind. This is fine the way that it is. Just as a mostly decorative, honestly. That's totally fine. Okay, holy crap. We spent a lot of time simply just arranging. I wasn't expecting this. I think I'm like trying to use my memories, and I'm pretty confident that that's all of the new stuff that we would have made last time. Yep, these are all good as well. Okay, excellent. Open that thing up. Now we can actually run the store, yippee. I spent so much time just rearranging things. And can you even tell a difference? I am not monumentally confident that you can. Oh, I didn't do the crystals. Good lord. Nor did I put in the honey. Oh my gosh. I'm a mess. Hold on. The store music is so loud, actually. I can do this. I can do this. How many times last stream did I say I have to stop letting customers in before I'm ready? And then what did I do on the very first day? Let customers in before I was ready. I think it's kind of cute that there's a big one and a small one. Maybe it's not cute. Maybe it's actually a problem. I just knew. I could feel you. I could feel you lining up at the counter. Okay, I have things I want to do. We need to make... What kind of ether do we need? The blue and the orange are the ones. Blue and the honey glow are the ones we have the least of in terms of ether. This doesn't need to be done right now. It can be done at the end of the day, as long as it's done before I go to bed. I just like the immersion of like starting all the crafting at the beginning of the day, so it has all day to process, you know? I like the immersion. It's just like a baker needs to get in early in the morning to get all of their bread proofing and whatnot. Or actually, I'm assuming most breads probably get proofed over 1 to several nights in a professional actual bakery, but no, whatever. Hi, friend. Thank you so much for visiting our shop today with your amazing sideburns. Just the most impressive sideburns one could imagine. Thank you. Come again. You look sick as hell, ma'am. You look like you've been through some adventures. Thank you for purchasing. I don't even remember what you bought, actually. My bad. I rolled a 20! Wait, that was so early on in the day. I never roll 20s when I actually pay attention to what I roll. I only ever roll them when I click it and then look away immediately. And that's just true. So many fruits. You're gonna be so energized on your adventures today, ma'am. Have an amazing day. Thank you for buying so many fruits. One singular ether? Sometimes that's all you need. What am I doing? Giving you the correct amount of change. I'm gonna get there, don't you worry. Some delicious buzzy brews, the pride and joy of my shop. Please enjoy. Ma'am, your ponytail is taller than you are. Have a good day. Oh, she's got the cool, like, eyes too. And perfect change. Thank you so much. That wooden door is amazing, isn't it, sir? That wooden door frame is just so impressive. And perfect change from you as well. My goodness, I'm spoiled. I really want to start those crafters, but I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna resist. I don't want to abandon my customers. I have to remember I don't have registers in this world yet. I want the registers, but here's the thing. I am so... Oh. I gotta turn my wisp back on so that they can restock our shelves. I forgot. I was so excited to remember to turn it off before we rearranged everything so that they did not annoy us. Perfect change again! Damn. Ooh, and the sick-ass undercut, too. But yes, I can't believe I forgot about the wisp being able to be turned off. Because, I mean, how much of our last Teddy's Haven stream was spent with just me yelling at the wisp? I'm inclined to say most of it, to a certain point. Oh, and we didn't feed our little man today either. We of course need to feed our little man. That's something that we should make sure we do. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. And hello, you have cool eyeballs as well. What are our skills at? I'm curious. Ooh, Fruitworks and mining are very close. I would love to get an NPC that gives us a mining buff during this playthrough, because I feel like we have not carried out our mining duties in many Teddy's Haven days now. And I'm getting it's perfect change again? Seriously, what an excellent day for the store. But I fear that we're gonna fall a little bit behind. Oh my gosh, look, they know each other. They're having a conversation. It's so cute. We're gonna fall behind on our mining, and I don't want to run out of stuff. If I remember correctly, we're like doing... Yeah, we're doing pretty good on nearly everything. Umbracite, of course, we're kind of lowish on, but that's just true, always. And the other things we're low on are the things that only happen. Another perfect change? What is this? The other things that we're low on are things 2 in a row that happen only like by chance. speechless. Everyone's in a really, like, generous mood today with their exact change. This is more exact changes than I've had ever in a day. Incredible. In that ember thread. Amazing. Any day still. You have a wonderful night. Our little jack-o'-lantern in the near distance. It makes me giggle. Another perfect change. This isn't even funny anymore. Now I feel like I'm getting pranked or something. It's too many perfect changes. Now I'm suspicious. I've looped back around from being like, wow, everyone is so generous, to like now someone's plotting something against me. It's too many people being nice all at one time. It never works like that. Love the purple and pink theme you got going with your purchase here, ma'am. I always love a customer who's on theme. Hello? You are not on theme, sir. You've got a... Okay, I can't actually say anything though because you gave me perfect change, so... Dang, and a store level up as well? We honestly, like... If perfect change gave you extra XP, this would have been a really good day for it. Because wow. Just staring into the middle distance. We love that. There is no one behind the counter staring at the back of my head though, so that's nice. Because that does occur at times. Thank you. There's a lot of freaking people in here right now for it being so close to the end of the night. I mean, the night music came on. I feel like I'm checking people out as speedily as possible. I'm really doing my best. The amount of people who've had perfect change too, like that makes for a very, very speedy checkout process. The more people I can check out faster, the more money we'll make in a singular night. And this game isn't about that. It's not about the min-max, I know, but you know, you gotta make money to expand the store still. I say that, but we have so few actual like commercial licenses that pretty much every single thing that I sell is just pure profit. Pure profit and nothing else. Because I think the only things we have to buy are like 3 crops, 3 weapons, and like a couple of potions. These are the only things we actually have to buy in order to restock. Everything else in the store is harvested and produced by our own hands. It's more about making the money back from the crafters, the crafting implements, than anything else, which of course we have tenfold at this point, if not more. I want to investigate. Oh, we wanted the rugs. Oh, level 15 rugs and produce display and shelving. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've unlocked a whole new world. This is something we'll have to take into account. We don't have that much money. Perfect change again. Good lord. And again, twice in a row. Is it like a freaking status effect that I've got going on in here or something? Amazing. Holy crap. I'm like actually speechless in for real life. Okay, but we don't have that much money, but we do have new licenses available to us that I am interested in. So we're gonna have to take a look. I don't know how expensive all of them are. They're like the 3rd iteration or so, most of them. So I'm sure they're gonna be at least 1,000, if not more, gold. Or not gold, coins. because it's not all gold. It's a selection of different metals. So I just call them coins or coinage. I wonder if they have an official, it says give coin, so I feel like coin is actually kind of the official term for it. I hate how this book is arranged. It's actually been bothering me the whole time. I want it to be more like, well, still facing the customer because it's still for them, but that's so much better. It was like nearly clipping into the dice house, and I was gonna cry actually. What do you call this? The dice enclosure, I guess? Is that it? Oh, that was our last friend. Okay. There are several things to yawn over, apparently. There are several things to take into account. One is that we have these licenses to look at. We have, ooh, it won't let me scroll. There we go. We have, ooh, it won't let me scroll. There we go. We have the snug rugs, produce display, and shelving with the right angle for your shop. I'm thinking about the tall shelves that we have, and I don't think I need additional shelving. What are my options here? Yeah, those shelves are just the tall versions of these corner shelves, and honestly I don't really like the corner shelves that much, and I would prefer to just avoid having to incorporate them for as long as possible. So I'm not interested in shelving 3. I am interested in produce display 3 though, because those give us really big tall things to put the produce in, and if we're gonna start farming, we're gonna need those. So I said I wanted the rugs. I'm gonna get the rugs. I'm gonna get the produce display as well. And let's look at what we have when we purchase this. Yes, so we have double talls now, and we have the triples and the triple talls too, which is amazing. I think these look fine right now. They're all just the double triples. Are they all the double triples, or yes, okay. I didn't know if they were that or if they were 2 side by side. And I honestly think these look fine right now. I think I'll wait until winter to change these, to cycle those out. Oh my goodness, I'm thinking really hard. I think. Maybe move the berries this way and start the like produce arrangements over here. I'm scared, you know what I mean? I'm scared. Gardening is such a frickin', like, it's such a commitment. There's so much. My goodness. Okay. Oh, we also really need to get our fishing wand. I don't know if I'm gonna do a whole lot of fishing yet, because that's yet another thing that overwhelms me. But you know, like maybe like out here. I can take it with me when I'm about to leave. I'll put it over the blobs. I feel like that's kind of funny. Oh, great, perfect. Flawless decisions. Okay, because we could also get aquariums and we could focus on fishing instead of gardening. Because you know what I said last time? I said I wanted to get the rest of the seeds before we started gardening so that we wouldn't have to basically like reset all of the crops and things as many times. And I don't think we even have access to the other seeds yet. That's not until shoppable 24, which is kind of crazy. So actually maybe what we need to do is we need to go aquarium moment instead, and we need to set up the aquariums. Because this is how big they are, and like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? What about like on this? I kind of feel like it needs to be on something, but I can't think of what would be freaking large enough to support this. That wouldn't just look kind of ridiculous a little bit. That's really close to that, actually. Oh, like right there. I kind of want the round one too. Can you sell out of the round one though, or is that one just? Oh, they both say fish display. Okay. Because I think having both of them next to each other would look better than just having one. Which I know may be silly. What can I say? We have no fish to put in them yet, but we could have fish to put in them. Where to fish? I feel like if you want to talk about where to fish, okay, hold on, put that me back on my mount so I can be fast, and then let's go. We have our big blob down there, ready to give us our fishing tutorial. I feel like if we're gonna fish, it's gotta be on the dock, right? So we could set our little wand right on the edge of the dock, and then we fish. I think I remember how to do this. Wham! Look at that, amazing. Look at that, fishing level 1, we caught an autumn flare grim scale. The fuck does that even mean? Let's cast really far and maybe we'll find something really cool. A venom wave tide rush. Oh my gosh, the thing about this is that, like, how do you not just go forever? All the other gathering tasks have like an end point, you know what I mean? Like, you collect the thing and then the thing is gone and it's no longer collectible because you picked it up. But with fishing, how do you not just sit here forever and fish? Venom wave tide rush. Okay. What if I fish off the other side? Oh, and what if I just barely even, I'm not even like, another autumn flare. Look at that, amazing. One more time, we'll see if we get a new fish. I love this though. The wand is so good. Okay, amazing. Let's go put them in our tank. I don't even think we necessarily need to like sell the fish yet. Maybe we have a display tank and a sell tank. Oh, I'm running indoors. It's so fast. Okay, so how does one... amazing. How does one... Those are the ones we caught? Oh, they're in their little bubbles. Because of course we're just scooping them out of the water. We're not actually hurting them or anything. That would be ridiculous. It was called like a venom something, right? Yeah. Look at this. Okay, so we have 2 of these. Oh, they're so small. Oh, wait. Like that? Oh, can there only be... No, there can be more than one. No, this one can only be a specific kind. But then this one can have multiple. Look at that. Okay, can I... Yeah, I'm right-clicking it to change it from, like, display to sell. So we'll just display this little guy. But these ones we can sell. Ooh, my bad. Oh, really? Hold on. My bad. Oops, I freaking... Hold on. I pressed the wrong button there. What? Come on. I've been good about this. I've been good about this. Okay, look at that. Amazing. The gnomes will clean this up for me. Cool. I guess we're selling fish now. I think we really need to not be overly completionist about the fish. I'm gonna say that. I think we need to be not overly Oh, I don't even know how I did that. Whoa. I turned a setting on of some kind. Anyway. That doesn't need to be in there anymore. The little ones in there, the big ones in there. Perfect. Great. Wonderful. I'm a little bit overwhelmed by that. I think we really need to not be completionist about the fish yet, because there's no... It's just by chance, right? There's not really a good way to... I'm trying to think of the wording. To collect all of them in an organized manner. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way to be completionist about it other than just fishing so much, which I don't necessarily want to do, because I think I could very easily just like fish forever and never stop, and that is not exciting or a good use of my time, I don't think. So we'll add in maybe like a few casts into our routine, into our gathering routine during the day. But I don't want to get too caught up in the fishing completionism, because it'll just be, I think it'll be overly stressful for me. And it sounds ridiculous, but I mean that. I mean that seriously. I also have no idea how many of each thing these things could hold. Like, I'm guessing that this is small tank and this is big tank, but I don't know. I just don't know. I'm overwhelmed. I'm intimidated. It's gonna be fine. So we're not starting gardening yet. We're gonna do some fishing. We're doing our milkweed, but that's it. I kind of wish the milkweed came out as actual milkweed, like seed pods. It's another very, very foggy day today. Ooh, and we have a friend to say hello to. It's hard to see anyone. Let me jump on this guy real quick. Hello! Wonderful foggy day to you in all of your fall glory. Look at how lovely you look. Don't you look so cool in all your fall glory, sir? Don't you look amazing? You do look amazing in my opinion. Okay, anyway, what do you have to say to me today? Hello, Verdhorn. Ah, well now. I have not seen someone tending this place in quite a long while. What are you talking about? There is care here. I can feel it in the soil, in the way the wind moves through the grass. You should cherish the time, little one. It passes faster for you than it does for trees. My name is Verdhorn. Girl, I know, we've met each other. So I think dialogue got added where all of the NPCs like introduced themselves to you the first time. So I think we're gonna, because we saw that with Ombro last time, and I think we're gonna get a little bit of that from a lot of the part of the yawn. Oh my goodness, it's a sleepy day. I didn't go to sleep till 5 a.m., okay? I think we're gonna see that from a lot of the sort of like foundational NPCs, like Ombro and Verdhorn and I don't remember his name, but the big blue turtle, the Wardle. So we might have to expect that, but that's okay. I am what some call an Elderroot. I travel across many lands, through deep forests, quiet plains, and mountains that speak only to the patient. When I walk, I listen. The rivers tell stories, the stones remember old arguments, and the roots beneath the roots beneath the ground whisper secrets older than kingdoms. Sometimes I wander so long that I lose track of the seasons, and time forgets to follow me. But I always find my way back to Ursa. There is a calm here that few places carry. The land breathes easily, and even the winds seem content to wander rather than hurry. So I return now and then, to rest, to listen, and to remember that the world can still be gentle. It is good to meet you, shopkeeper. Land seems quite pleased that you are here. Thank you! Increased wild plant harvest. Yippee! Love it. Thank you. He is very, very cool. I mean, it's repetitive at this point to say it, but I just love all of the NPCs so much. But the ones that are very philosophical and contemplative are definitely some of my favorites. And I love Patch too, because he's so, oh, they're hugging. He's so strange in this world, you know? He's so, like, not out of place. I talked about that last time, how I don't find him to be out of place, but he's so different. He's from such a different, like, feeling that Ursa does have, but has in less quantity. So, I think he's pretty cool. Oh my goodness, it's so foggy. Even foggier than it was yesterday. I could hardly see anything. Saying hello to Maple and Jasper. The way I want to rename this one Alice so bad. Although, honestly, I'd have to flip their names, because this looks more like Jasper, and this Jasper Hale, and this looks more like Alice Cullen to me. But that could just be me being incredibly Twilight pilled at all times of my life. And I have no defense against that, because, yeah. Part of the reason that I was awake until 5 a.m. may have been Twilight fanfiction. And I can't really defend myself against that one, you know? That one's just on me. Whoa, I found you so fast today, little friend. Hello, little guy. I know. I woke you up on such a beautiful, foggy fall day. I just was wondering if maybe, 3 on, maybe I could have 10,000 apples from you. How do you feel about that? Thank you. Love my 10,000 apples. I do want to get like a couple more trees. My philosophy is that I don't spend extra time knocking on trees once we find little man. But I feel like we found him so fast today, I want just like a couple extra. I also forgot to release Mappy. Volume warning.
Woohoo! I'm free! God, it was so dull in there. Now I'm shiny.
Yay. Thanks, Mappy. I'm glad to have you. One more tree. Good lord with the yawning. Sorry, everyone. I'm not how I used to be in college. And at high school. I can't stay up into the wee hours anymore and still function like a real person like I used to. Although I feel like in college, for the most part in college, I was sleeping pretty good. Because I was exhausted all the time. So I was basically just passing out at pretty reasonable hours for the most part. The only time I think we really slept like bad was Star and I worked the closing shift at the library on Sunday nights. So the shift ended at midnight. And thus we were back in our dorms by like, it really depended because sometimes people would be there until midnight and we'd have to like kick them out and shit, but you know. Most of the time we were back at our dorm by like 12:30, I want to say at the latest. But you know, 12:30 when you have a 8 or 9 a.m. class the next day that's pretty late. Because you need to like do your bedtime routine, and you need some time to unwind too. That's one thing about us. We're big unwinders. We need some time to just like sit and decompress after anything. Hi Umbro, what do you got for me today? The sands of Delvar once shimmered with sky ships and lies. A boy without crown became a blade, chasing ghosts and gold. Empires rose with air beneath their feet, and fell with magic too old to hold. The mist spoke to everyone, but lied to most. Only those who listened with doubt heard the truth. That power should be held by those who do not crave it. Thank you. There is power in patience too. Love you, Ombro. I almost forgot that we have a boost to our no, don't do that. Listen. Our blah 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 harvesting. So actually we should probably go back to the orchard and clear it out now that I think about it. I forgot that we got the boost from our tree friend. I'm during the stream right now, I'm so freaking cozy, especially without a webcam and without my bright light in my eyeballs. I'm practically asleep right now. In a good way. I'm chilled out. I'm chilled out to the max. So the fact that I cannot remember what I did literally 5 minutes ago does not surprise me, actually. And it even makes perfect sense when I think about it. Hello. I'm always petting your butts. I don't know why. Just feels like, it actually kind of feels like y'all don't like me. You're always turned away from me. You know? A lot of these skills, actually. Thank you. I got you already. Wow! I got whapped with a tail a little bit there. That's okay. I wonder if that little, like, high-pitched noise I sometimes get, I don't know if that's just the sound waves from the gathering sound effects, like, overlapping, or if that's like a crit noise. Like, you got an extra. It's every once in a while. There's one that's like a little bit higher pitched. I think I said this before, but it reminds me of the Stardew Valley like teleportation noise. Like when the wizard zips out of the room, or sometimes when the Junimos do that too. I can't like. It's a weird comparison to make without being able to recreate it. I'm trying, but I can't. Without being able to recreate it reliably. It's a very weird comparison to make, I will say. I'm gonna pet these cows. Hello, cow. Hello, cow. Hello, cow. Hello, fucking big cow. And hello, cow. To the trees. Who speaks for them? Is it the cows? We may never know. I'm just kidding. It's probably our tree friend that speaks to the trees, actually, whom we literally talked to today. That would probably be a pretty safe guess. It is bad to shift while trying to harvest trees. This is something that I know I'm supposed to be not doing. The trunks are too skinny and the hitboxes on the little pieces of fruit too small. I can't believe we got to meet another new NPC today. That's such good, like, luck. I know we also got to see a fall variant of the tree guy who has his seasonal variants. And that's really cool, but the fact that we also got to see a new NPC was just like awesome, and it was so early on. Eventually we'll run out of new NPCs to see, which is crazy. But there's so many, so it'll be a... Did I bet you? Yes. It'll be a moment before that happens, thankfully. Give me that one. I'm clearing out basically this whole field again because we have the wild harvest bonus and because it's still only day 3 of fall. Yesterday took us so crazy insanely long to get through because I had to rearrange everything. Everything you see. I want to do a like slightly better job of not collecting 9 million of every single resource, especially the ones that persist through seasons, like the milk and stuff. Because one thing that like sort of frustrates me in the later game is that I just can't sell anything, you know? But I fear that this frustration is put on to myself. So I have 2 of every crafter so that I can be making like multiple variations of each thing every day, right? And I clear the whole map literally every single day. If I'm frustrated by having too much product, what would be the smart thing to do? It would be to not clear the whole map every single day, or not craft every single day, and like let things actually run out to a point where I need to craft them again. And this might be a more satisfying gameplay loop for me. But for some reason I'm just incapable of resisting. And so here I am, clearing the entire map of berries because we have a boost. And I have nothing to say for myself, unfortunately. There's entirely too much strafing going on my keyboard right now for the activities we are currently partaking of. Okay, so we have to figure out where to add fishing into our gathering route. I think the answer to that is pretty obvious. I'm going the wrong direction because I literally couldn't see. It was so foggy. Which would be after we leave this island, we go to the dock, right? Because that's kind of the way we go anyways when we're going back up to the shop. But the real question is like, how do I stop myself from endlessly fishing? How do I set a limit on how many fish to get? Because I feel like the limit has to be fairly low. I feel like I can do like 5 casts or something. And then I have to move on to the next thing, lest I fish forever. Hello, you all. I'm mostly just here for Ember, unfortunately. Because I have so much milk. I don't need Honeyglow, do I? Not really. I'll get enough to get to 1900. And that'll be nice and satisfying. Amazing. Ooh, I have a lot of these. Turtles! Or wardles, even. Wardles and a bortle. Pure nonsense coming out of my mouth. Wow, these ones I'm like basically good on. That's unexpected. This one little section of the island always makes my game lag like crazy. It is such a mystery. What could possibly be in that one little section of the island that just causes that? It's so funny. Did we talk to our blob? Should I talk to our blob? This is our fishing blob. We caught some fish already, but this is what fishing blob has to say. I have to get really close to him to speak to him, so just I know, personal space. Fishing Freein? Hey shopkeeper, I'm Fishing Freein, your wiggly water buddy. Fishing has finally splashed into the land of Ursa, and I'm here to show you how it works. Fishing here is nice and gentle, no hooks, no harm. Fish are caught in a cozy little magical orbs, safe and sound. You can sell them or keep them in aquariums to show off your fishy friends. Just use the settings on the aquarium to choose if shoppers can buy them or not. And don't worry, our fish are perfectly fine. They're a bit spicy to eat anyway. If anything ever happens, they'll just pop right back in our waters like nothing happened. Think of it as sending them on a fun little adventure. All right, let's get fishing. This is just the tutorial. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you need help again, just come find me. I'll be nearby, probably staring at water or falling into it. I figure we don't need to read the tutorial because it is kind of just cast the wand into the water and catch fish. So is this going to be like Stardew Valley, where there's unique fish at certain times of day or under certain weather conditions and things like that? That was another one of the kind we've already caught. So let's see. That's one we already caught as well. I have no idea how many variations of fish there are either. So far, cast distance doesn't necessarily seem to make a big difference. Unless I cast really far. Maybe? That was the same one again. So I think maybe there's not that many types of fish to catch each season. Which, if true, is actually totally fine with me. That's actually a little bit more convenient than there being like 10 million fish to find each season. What if we get to 10 of these guys? 10 each. It seems like a pretty reasonable price, yes? Ooh. Ooh. That's a different one. Gilded drake fin. Okay, so it's more like there's common and uncommon, it seems. And we knew that one was more rare because it took longer to bite longer to nibble, longer to, you know. I also think that maybe the color on the wand has something to do with the rarity of the fish as well. Like the venoms are white and the autumn whatever are green, like that. I want to see how many of the venom ones we have. And then I'll call it. Interesting, that one only nibbled one time. It's a very, very satisfying fishing mechanic though. I do like it. I'm gonna cast out really far again. I think that was the max. I think that was as far as it'll go. Cool. So there's not like a ton of weight given to the length of the casts. It doesn't seem like. Which is totally fine. Ooh. 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 That's another one of the rare ones. Super slay. I want one more of the venom ones. Okay, we only have 7 of those. I said I wanted 10 of each of the common ones at least, so. Or the more common ones, I guess. Maybe not common, but more common. So once I have 10 of the tide rush, then we'll go up and we'll run a shop day. And I guess I'll put these in the tanks too. I feel like I almost missed that one. Because it kind of took me a second actually to reel that one in. I wonder if you can miss them. I'm kind of curious if you can miss them. That's a different one. Nightfall Dreadmaw. Holy crap. What does that look like? That's a flipping shark, bro. We just got a shark. What was the other one called? Oh, I wish there was a fish category in this so bad. What was the other one called? Nightfall Dread Mod. Jesus Christ. I want to see what the other one was called. Oh. It was the Autumn Flare. It was the Tide Rush ones. What was the other one called? Gilded Drake Fin. It's like golden. Wait, but that's sick. So this is a mechanic meant to inspire some patience in you though. Because there was a lot of casts to get, you know, a couple of rare fishies. One more Venom Wave. Not like an insane amount of casts by any means, but cool. We got 10 of the common ones each at least, and we caught a couple of rare fish as well, which is pretty slay. I feel like that's a relatively good like rhythm to try and hit, is to like set number goals each day. Like we'll get 10 of each of the common ones, and hopefully that will require enough casts that we'll get like 1 or 2 of the rarer ones in between as well. Like tomorrow we'll do 20 of each of them or whatever. Depends on how many sell, I guess. Ooh, I wanted to go back to the orchard because we have fruit boost. And of course with fruit boost, we must take advantage and get all the fruit. So we're gonna go clear out the orchard. Feels wrong to be doing this last. Bang, bang. Trying to go fast without being nauseating with my controls, but I think I'm failing miserably, unfortunately. Ah. It won't take long. It won't take long. I'm confident. I'm confident that we can do this in a manner that won't take that long. I swear. I also am confident I can do this in a way that doesn't make people motion sick to watch. We did that one. Beautiful. Okay. That actually cleared that out a lot faster than I was expecting, so good deal. Drop down. Leave the mount behind because there's no mounts indoors. Boom, boom. Collect my honey. Of which we have a very, very reasonable amount of, I will say. And just admire the store. Amazing. Okay, so let's figure out. Oh, look. 10. Like it was restocking automatically as I was catching them. That's kind of slay. Is that a thing? It must be. Okay, so that was how many could fit in there. Can I fit more fishies in here? Oh, she's big. Okay, so they have quite the limited capacity, it seems, which is fine. Kind of cool though. So maybe I'm thinking of like the best way to like come up with a method for this. I'm thinking we sell the like common ones, you know? Oh, you know why? It was because our Wisp was restocking them, doy. I feel like we sell the common ones from each season and we collect the rarer ones, and eventually we can make cool little enclosures for the rarer ones. Eventually. But we don't have to worry about like making those displays right now. We got, oh my gosh, why am I throwing that with such fervor? We're gonna turn off our Wisp. We're gonna get ourselves an empty crate. And we're gonna rearrange these freaking jam shelves again. We have greens, so we can move things around slightly less than before. Ooh, they're kind of hidden in the vines back there, aren't they? But slightly is still some, you know? Slightly is still some. And one of these is like almost like, it's really like a lime green, but it's almost more yellow than a lime green. Highlighter yellow. So we do have to do this whole shelf. Now, see, if we have this like highlighter yellow color, then it might be better to transition from that to this one. So now it's all a matter of the colors around it. You know what I mean? The colors around them really affect how they look. This one I think is a darker one right here. Am I right? Yes. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch them around again. We are simply gonna have to switch them around again. This also means slightly less moving about on the shelves, I will say, so. Yeah. Yep, that looks better. That looks better. But you need the ones around it, you know, to bring it all together. It's an important part. Amazing. And then the buzzes. Oh, the buzzes. Unfortunately, the buzzes. This guy and that guy. And one of these, please. We're gonna need another shelf. I would like one of these, please. Should they face this way or the other way? Ooh. That's starting to get into some narrow territory right there, I will say. Honestly, I feel like these could be squished more. I am saying it and I stand by it, actually. So this was like here. I personally feel like we could narrow that up to like there. And then squish these together. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. And then these shelves can overlap even like more than they were before. Like that. Create a little tiny bit of a smaller aisle. They're gonna like be annoyingly in the way, but like that. That's how much I had the other ones overlapping by, right? It's like one little, yeah. Amazing. And then this one can be like here. And that is a much more reasonable amount of aisle space in my opinion. Let's move these over here. It's so nice that there's not that many on that shelf. I know there are empty shelves here, but it's just the way. Okay. And here our green begins. Let's clear that one. Let's clear that one. And let us think about the shades of green that we currently own. I can't tell if this reads as just a darker yellow or if it reads as a greenish yellow as a buzz. I feel like there's argument for it reading as a greenish yellow, but I don't know if that's just my wish to rearrange slightly less. You know what I mean? Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. They're so identical, honestly. I don't even know if it matters. Especially if they're gonna be on different sides of the shelf anyway. Like, it does not matter, actually. Now though, we might actually want to do this blue here. Oops, I was not done. And this blue here to transition from the dark green to the dark blue. I don't know though. I might change my mind on that, so. What? I was confident about that one. I was really confident about that one being fine. Yeah, I don't know. Because I liked the transition from that one to this one so much. But there's so many missing still. It's like, blah. Doesn't even matter. It's too much to think about. The jam looks great though. And yes, okay, I am missing one of these. I was not crazy because there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 crystals, so I need to make some, I think, out of boundium ether. Oh no, the out of boundium ether is right here. The dark lunacite's right here. Oh, it's just because I don't have it on the shelf. Doy. I made it yesterday. Just didn't put it on the shelf, that's all. Oh my goodness. The more expensive it is at its base, the more you can sell it for, you see. And I know this is going against our mission statement against scalping, but sometimes when the product is so good, you gotta scalp just a little bit. Just a little bit. I do like the mirroring. I was really uncertain about if I would like it or not, but I kind of do. I kind of mess with it a little bit. I think it's just frustrating that this side looks like it's not in rainbow order. So maybe what I should do is just like flip them around, I guess, but that's, I don't know. Is it weird if that seems like so much work to me, actually? Anyways, were there any other things that we produced as new things? Surely not. Maybe milk. Actually, surely milk. No. Really? Oh yeah, because we didn't harvest anything, duh. We planted new things, but there was nothing new to harvest yet. Yeah, that one I admit I felt like I was pushing it when I typed that one in, but I had to just try. This looks so bare and sad right now, but I promise it's gonna come together and it's gonna look amazing. Let's talk about crafting. We're gonna go to the fruit first. Once again, just looking for fruits that don't have a buzz or a jam under their belts. Does the bloodberry not have a... Oh no. No, bloodberry buzz right there. Oh, it's just out, is what that means. The last one is currently on the shelf. Well, under the philosophy, that means that we do have to make some bloodberry buzz though. And some emberberry buzz, apparently. That one's up here, right? Yes, right there. And you can clearly tell that that one's running out. Okay. According to my philosophy, this is how it must go. Eventually we'll catch up. That is the hope, is that eventually we will catch up. It's actually kind of satisfying to not be caught up, in my opinion. Because it gives me goals to work towards. Okay, now we're looking for anything that doesn't have a jam. Which the Heart Gleam does, the Mellow Spike does, Myberry does, we just made those. But then the Mirth Shade doesn't. And the Scarlet Tip doesn't. So this is a jam. With the lovely little sound effects. This is a jam. That's the cheese thing again. Why do I keep looking at the cheese press? Why is this so? This is for the buzz. And this is for the buzz. Amazing. As far as milk goes, unfortunately, we only have regular schmegular milk, but I can make some regular schmegular cheese. No one ever said that I couldn't just make some regular schmegular cheese, you know? Maybe I shouldn't say schmegular when I'm talking about cheese. There's a thought. There's a thought that you might not want to do. I need more dragon's blood and more star shard ether. Boom and boom. And in terms of refined crystals, we need more of what? Chromaflux and lavendrite, it seems? Actually, lavendrite and lunareth, really. I can do that. Lunareth is the regular lunacite. These are for refined crystals. My memory's excellent. And these are for ether. Oh my gosh, you know what? I don't think we spun any wool last night. It was one of the things we didn't get to before I accidentally started the day. And I don't think I actually ever put any in there. That's so disappointing. Actually, manasite and amber root. Boom. And boom. And the wool. Well, good grief. What kind of thread do we have the least of? We should have 4, 5, 8, 9. Yep, okay. So we have backlog of all of them, which is the first step. But it looks like black and white. And then jasper thread. Let's do black and white. And we'll do jasper and something else tomorrow. Yay! And with that, I think we can start this day. I probably should have let them in before, but that's okay. Water my milkweed. Yippee. Those will be harvestable tomorrow, and we'll have yet another color of milk. And while I'm here, let's feed the little man. The little man. Ooh, look at him just get a little bit bigger. With every stone, he's just a teeny tiny little bit larger. Hi Star, thanks for lurking. I love you and I miss you. And with every stone, he just grows a little more. He's such a powerful little guy, you know? He gave us some umbracite ore. That's good. And a dark lunacite shard. That's sick. And more umbracite ore. Dang. Thank you, little friend. You're kind of goated today. I love that feeding him ups my tending stat. I think that's really, really funny. Thank you. Not quite. Hello, I like your outfit. You've got some very cool armor on today. I played a lot of my my legacy store this weekend, and I more or less confirmed that they definitely have. This looks like too close again. Like, am I going crazy? It's like the angle that it's at is bad or something. I don't know. Maybe I just don't like this book here. Maybe this book actually just needs to go somewhere else, and I need something else on the counter. Because, I don't know. There was something about that book that was just bothering me. You bought a fish! Thank you! Our first fish purchase. I love that they're just in the magical, like, bubble water sphere things. That's so lovely. Wow. I lost my train of thought. I got really excited about fish. What was I saying? Hold on. The book made me lose my train of thought, and then fish also made me lose my train of thought. I'll get back to it, maybe. Actually, maybe I won't. I was playing a lot of my Legacy Shop, and what was I going to say about that? I was playing a lot of my Legacy Shop this weekend, and I think I all but confirmed that the customers definitely get like cooler looking as I like don't need this open actually. Can I close it? No, I want to close it. I want to close it. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. I don't remember it being open before, but maybe it just always was and I never noticed. But yeah, as your store levels up, you definitely get cooler customers. Like their armor becomes more elaborate and different and things like that. And I think that's really cool. It's a cool sort of... One thing I really like about this game is that there is such a encouragement to not like min-max and go crazy style on it all the time. And they do that in a lot of different ways, both with the random prices and stuff, and with the fact that, I mean, almost the entirety of my store is gathered off of the map and not bought by me. But also in those little things, like you get other rewards for the shop leveling up and things like that, like seeing cooler or different customers. Passive things that don't really have an effect on anything, but are just cool to experience. Love a little yellow moment, ma'am. Just love a yellow moment. You have a great day. I almost thought I forgot to talk to Umbro today, and that would have been really messed up of me. There was a day in, I think it was my Legacy Shop, maybe it was this world last stream, I don't remember. But I think it was my Legacy Shop where I literally like forgot to go say hello to Umbro. And that made me feel really bad. You know what I did forget though? I forgot to pet the chickens. It's okay, I'll pet them before bed. We kind of got the last upgrades I was looking for. I guess we bought the rug license, but I didn't actually put any rugs down yet. So perhaps that's what we'll spend our earnings on at the end of this day. I'm just scared. I'm scared of the rugs, you know what I mean? I don't want to... I don't want to be haunted by a rug again. Because that rug still exists somewhere, is the thing. That rug is somewhere in this world. And one day, it might rear its ugly head again. It's always a possibility. And what if I get other rugs to replace that rug? And then the original evil rug gets jealous and like re-ups his hauntings. Y'all just observing. You guys look like siblings. You bought a fishy and a magical water orb. I love to see it. Amazing. You're really staring into my soul there, ma'am. Thank you. Jeez. I'm supportive of people watching as much as the next person, but sometimes, dang. Sometimes it reaches a point. You bought one of the little baby fishies. Amazing. The one thing I noticed about our tanks is that the little fishies got into the big tank, even though I thought I took the little fishies out of the big tank. And there didn't seem to be a very clear way to me to remove the little fishies from the big tank, because they didn't have a label. So I wonder if it's actually more like the like tank inventory is shared somehow. That would be very interesting. I realized I could probably stack the square aquariums, and that would actually look not bad for more fishy room. And then we might be able to get some of our cool fish up on display right away. Not a bad thought, really. Or maybe I need bigger tanks for the cool fish? I don't know. I think the aquariums kind of just like existed for me. Painting, decorative instruments, floriculture. Yeah, I don't see any licenses that have anything to do with a little teal moment. Beautiful. Getting bigger aquariums or anything like that, so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Just staring again, huh, sir? Just enjoying a good stare? All right. Oh, and then you're just gonna leave. Perfect. Who needs to buy anything when you can just walk into the store, stare at people, and leave? I upgraded Teddy's love. Orange moment. These people love to be on theme. If there's anything these people love, it's being on theme. A little color scheme. For the soul. Just enjoying that night music. The gorgeous, gorgeous night music. Oh, I thought that was the same girl from before who was also just staring out of my shipping window, but it was a different person who came to stare out of the shipping window. Must be a great view. Do you guys see some unicorns out there, maybe? No. Don't get my hopes up. I thought I shook the yawns, but they're back. They're back for me. Crafting and a snack. Just a little bit of thread and some berries. That's all you need. Crafting and a snack moment. No one ever buys just the raw honey, so I really appreciate that actually, ma'am. I feel like the raw honey often gets left by the wayside. Except, of course, in the early days when I wanted to make buzzy brews out of the honey, and it was all bought up so that I could not do this thing. You also bought a fish. The big fish must be, like, nearly sold out, right? We had 10 of them in total, and they bought, like, I want to say, like, 4 or 5 of them. That's pretty cool. I can't get over the fact that they're really just in little magical water bubbles though. That's really cute. These girls with their high ponytails love their undercuts. I feel like an undercut would be an excellent adventurer's haircut though, I have to say. Because you could still have the vibes and the, you know, the aesthetic of the long hair, but I feel like it's much easier to put away when you've got the bottom half missing, essentially. Make yourself a little bit less grabbable. In a combat encounter. I get the sense a lot of these people are like mages, though. With all the potions and ingredients and whatnot. But there's definitely just some warriors out there too. Buying nothing but jam? That's a warrior right there. I think that was our last customer of the night. Yippee! Okay, I want to see if I like stacking the aquarium. And if I absolutely hate it, I absolutely hate it and I'll put it away. If I could make the aquarium smaller is the thing, right? But I can't resize them at all. But if I could make it smaller, I actually think it would not look that bad. What if I did 2 of these next to each other and then stacked the circular one on top? I feel like if you can, like, suspend your disbelief about that super being in the wall so bad, then it's like, okay. And we might just have to suspend our disbelief. I really do wish I could resize these, but they're technically like a shelf, so it makes perfect sense that I can't. But I feel like that looks a little bit more like an aquarium, so. Because I do want to yawn apparently again. Hold on. I do want to put our cool fish on display, because like what the fuck do you mean I have a shark? Though. Like what do you mean by that actually? Yeah, turn that off. That's a freaking shark. That's a whole shark. And then maybe these guys go in the big one, or actually, hold on. Can they go in? See, there's some in there. I'm so confused. It's fine though. There's clearly some kind of capacity. I just don't understand what it is. And there's our other cool fish. We'll turn him off of sale too. But look at that. Then we have display fish and for sale fish. And isn't that kind of satisfying? I don't really know if I like the stacked aquariums, but I like being able to have more of the fish out. So I know there's this big empty space with which we could make some kind of aquarium display, but I want this for shelves. Eventually, not right now, but eventually I want it for shelves. So I have to come to terms with that. These are all set up. This is all good. I think it's freaking bedtime. Bedtime for us. Day 4. Can you believe we've played literally like 2 days? Like, what? I spent so much time crafting and collecting and rearranging that it's literally, we've been streaming for over 2 hours and we've literally only played 2 days in the game. That's a little bit bonkers to me. Ooh, we got a thunderstorm upon us today. And we have a dragon friend to see that we have not met yet. Let me get on my steed so I can get there quickly. My steed. Air Marshal. Look at him, 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 look at him. Of course, he's up there during a storm too. Like, are you kidding me? That's actually so fucking perfect and cool. I don't think we've met this dragon before, right? I think we've met the black dragon, but I don't think we've met the red dragon. I think there might be one more dragon type, but I don't remember. They're like rarer, I want to say. There's trees in my way. I remember something. Oh yeah, lightning flash, just look at that. There's a way to... Yes! Ready for this? HUD hidden, dragon viewed. And look at that shit. With the freaking like sunlight behind him, are you joking me? And the freaking lightning flashing? That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the lighting effects like coming through his like wings and stuff as the lighting flashes actually kills me. This is so good. Oh my gosh, I love it. Hi Maverick, yes, we popped in to see me using the new hide HUD feature. Love, okay, amazing. Hello sir, you're so large. What do you have for me today? This is Ruby. Well, hey there. You must be the one taking care of this place. Took you almost a year to put it in. Hey, it's here though, right? And that's what's important. And we love it. I like that. Lands like Ursa deserve someone who actually shows up for them. My name's Ruby, Red Dragon, the loud kind. Funny thing is, when I was younger, plenty of folks said I'd never fly. They looked at my wings, my temper, my stubborn streak, and decided they knew exactly what I'd become. Turns out, they were wrong. I didn't fly because someone believed I could. I flew because I refused to believe I couldn't. A little determination, a lot of perseverance, and a few kind souls who gave me a chance. That was all it took. Now I go wherever the sky leads me. I rest in places others are too afraid to land. I help the people who need it most. And I hold my head high because I learned something important. No one else gets to decide who you are. You decide that. And you know what? I can already see it in you. No matter what anyone else might say, you're unique. You're incredible. And something tells me you're going to be part of some very great things. Oh, I love this game. Increased tending amount as well, so we have to go pet all of our fuzzy friends today. They look like Diablo at this angle. They kind of do, though. I love you. You're amazing. Mwah! Big fucking dragon. Take a look at this dude. They are so cool. I love the, what is the word I'm looking for? Transition? Gradient? Of red to purple on their legs. A sick little barbed tail. Oh, I have to pet Jasper Maple while I'm here. Not the best day for that buff. What do you mean? The weather is lovely. Oh, and we have a floating rock today. You would almost never notice it if not for the lightning flashes illuminating it from behind. I just have to make sure we get us a good angle of all of the cool things about this model. They're amazing. Awesome. Floating rock tells you when the dragon is here? How have I never made that connection before? I feel like I've seen floating rock without dragon before, but maybe I'm totally making that up. It's very possible that I simply never, like, drew the connection there, but that's crazy. Didn't have intros before and were hard to see. That's so cool. The first thing I do every time I get up for a new day is I step outside of my home and I go and I do a little 360 and I look for friends. That is always the first thing I do every time I wake up for a new day. Because I love to find our friends. I love the floating rock. I love the random events that occur that don't necessarily have like a like benefit, I guess you would say, you know, like you don't get a boost from them or anything like that. They're just there. It really makes the world feel alive, but alive isn't even necessarily what I mean. Oh my gosh, I found you immediately? First tree of the day? That's crazy. It makes the world feel functioning. Like it's the Ursa is such a place of like in-betweenness that I feel like the random events that don't necessarily do anything for the player are really cool because it makes it feel like the world is still happening around you. And it's not always about you or for you, but the world still exists around you, and that's super cool. You have a lot more plans, but everyone wants to talk to them, so now that delays a lot. I mean, there are dragons. You have to admit that they are dragons. Hello, my little friend. It's great to see you. I got you on the first tree today. Can you believe it? I would love to have 10,000 apples from you. Is that cool? Thank you. Appreciate the 10,000 apples as always. I can't believe we got him on the first tree. My philosophy is to stop after finding him, but I need a few more. I need a few more on the day, surely, right? We can't walk away from one singular orchard harvested. Orchard tree harvested, I should say. Boom and boom. Yay! A tracking system that doesn't reset. Cool. There's so many inner workings. I would never know. Doesn't reset when you progress a day. Gotcha. It's awesome. Hello, bunnies. I get a boost from tending you today. How do you feel about that? Do you feel boosted? Do you feel so boosted right now? Okay, these I have enough of. I don't need any more of those. Oh, God. Every time, dude. Every time. You scare the absolute shit out of me. Every time, without fail. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I love this guy. Thank you for the jump scare, my friend. Always thank you for the jump scare. You look sick as hell right now. Highlighted by the storm. Thank you. Love you for the boost, the profit boost. There was a time when I would kind of look at the water from a distance before I would walk over here to like give myself a heads up, I guess, if he was gonna scare me. But the thing is, that like took the fun out of it. Part of the fun of that NPC is the jump scare, you know? He's like a mischievous little water spirit. But the jump scare is all part of it. I don't feel like I'd get the profit boost if I didn't get jump scared. The jump scare is important to me. Hi, Umbro. In the time before language, the world held 4 crystals, one for each breath of nature. 1 second, Umbro. I'm gonna take a little sip. 1 second. When darkness rose, the crystals lit 4 torches. Brave stars, they were called. But one torch chose silence. It walked with the dark, not to destroy it, but to understand it. The others feared it until they realized they needed it. Thank you for knowing that not all light shines the same. Mwah! Love you, Umbro. You're the best. That's my bestie. People complained and wanted him back to how he is now. The jump scare is essential. It's part of the vibes, you know? The jump scare is important, I feel. It's like part of his character. I want a round number. I can do it 5. Don't mind that. That was a little, you know. Oh no, I did it again. I can do 5. Get more scared with Patch. Of all of the NPCs that I find myself missing, Patch is weirdly like the one I feel like I miss the most. And you would think that his ginormous hulking form would make it impossible to miss him. But he has a silence about him, you know? Which is one of the things I really like about his like design, is that he's this huge mechanical creature. But he's so quiet. And he's so, I don't know. He's so demure, you might say. So a lot of times I'll be like around in the world doing my thing, and then I'll just like go, oh my god, it's Patch. And then I have to run all the way back to go say hi to him. A psychology of seeing something too strange that your mind doesn't actually see it, for sure. For sure. Seen it happen a lot with Patch specifically. I was sort of talking about this a little bit earlier, but he's so... Patch is like my favorite. There's something about the way that he like... You feel like he doesn't fit necessarily into the world when you see him, but that's exactly why he's perfect. because he's this sort of, I don't know, he sort of feels like this outsider, I guess, compared to all the other creatures and things in Ursa, and I just love that about him. He feels very mystical and like powerful in a very different way because of it. I really, really like that about him. I get very excited when I see Patch. If I had to choose a favorite, I do love Umbro. Umbro is my bestie. But I do really like Patch. The quad-headed giraffe is also a good one. We got to see them today as well. Yeah. Gams rules. The little head that's like asleep on their back. Oh, it's so good. The let's game it out reference. Super cool. I know of the quad-headed giraffe that is in existence, but I feel like one of the reasons that I love this game so much is that I don't get like so many of the references. So I really get immersed in the like Ursa lore and the Ursa vibes, because there could be a reference so in my face and I would be like, cool, Ursa lore. I'm very enveloped. I'm very immersed. And I think that's why I love it. And I also think it's cool that the game can be enjoyed both ways, because you can have so much fun spotting all the references that you know, especially if you know a lot of them. But also, if you're like me, you also might just really enjoy the amazing cast of characters and all the unique things that they have to offer. I think we may have finally hit the point in fall. We don't have, oh wait, hold on. I gotta pet these cows. I have a tending bonus today. I need to pet these cows. What am I doing? Not petting cows? Ridiculous. Just silly, really. That is what I'm saying. I have tried the auto harvesting a little bit. I like the tactile experience of manual harvesting for the most part. This game is a very like sensory pleasing experience for me. But sometimes I do. I was just sort of starting to play with the glow harvest spires in my legacy shop this weekend. So I was messing around with the auto harvesting to be like, what can I like breeze through really quickly that the auto harvesters miss? But I don't know. There's something that feels really good about the clicking. The auto clicker harvesting to now just the towers. Yeah. I love the illusion of manual labor, I guess. I don't know. Ridiculous. I was just talking about how really I should, 1,000 out of boundium. Nice. Really, I should make it to a point where like I don't have to come clear the map every single day. I reach a point mentally, but I just love it. I just love to run around the map collecting all of the things and looking at all of the things every day. So even though I have like an extreme abundance of everything, I just love to run the route. Hello. I'm sure y'all are loving this weather, right? On your little moist sandy shore over here. Have a wonderful day. Oh my gosh, the lighting looks so good. I'm so glad that my computer decided to let go of whatever performance issues it was deciding to have, so that we could enjoy the game on these settings today. Pending level 18, slay! Because the thunderstorms are like some of my favorite weather. Thank you so much for stopping by, Maverick. It was great to have you in, of course. Thank you for making an amazing game. Always. Thank you. Have fun with your doggos, and have a good rest of your day as well. Of course, I have nothing but kind words for this game always. It's very, very dear to me. Hello, my little goggled friends. You surely are loving this weather too, right? Oh, there's two of you inside of each other. Did I pet you both at once? I think I did. Love you guys. So, we've been discussing fishing, yes? We've been experimenting with fishing. We know that there are rare fish to find. We found, I think, a couple of them. We're gonna get to the one spot on this island that always lags my computer out for some reason. The little lag hole. It's fine. My computer just has problems. To our fishing dock. With the crabs as our companions. So, I feel like it would make a lot of sense for there to be maybe a rare fish during a thunderstorm. Let's find out. Let's see what we catch today. We got one of those guys. I think we should do what I said yesterday with the little fish goals. We can get to like 20 of each fish. That feels like a good benchmark, right? Have a number of backup fish to sell. I kind of want another shark. A venom wave, which is good because those ones are like slightly harder to catch than the autumn flares. Is that what they're called? Yes. So really it's catch 20 of the slightly rarer fish and just however many you happen to get of the common fish. What are you? Another gilded drakefin. That was the like the golden one, I think. Oh, it's really blowing. Amazing. I don't know why I'm like moving around so much. It feels like, I don't know, I'm like fishing different waters. A complete illusion. Oop, well, listen. Oopsies. Okay, I don't need to move around every time. I don't know why I feel like I'm gonna like overfish a spot. I don't think that's a thing. A different one. Eclipse Dreadmaw. That one's different. Is that another? Oh, it's another shark. Yeah! We got another shark. Oops, I accidentally casted this. My bad. That's okay. I'll catch that one. No worries. Oh my gosh, we got another shark. Amazing. Wonderful. Fantastic. We need 20 of the venom guys. I feel like my kitty cat is making so many noises as she grooms right now. If you're crazy scratching noises in the background, my bad. $13 of them, but we want 20 as our goal. We'll see how close we get. Maybe close indeed. Do a really long cast. See if we get anything cool. Ooh, the ocean is shaking. Another autumn flare. But what if we caught another shark? Because I really like the shark. Oh, no, I did it too early. I thought it went, no. That was heartbreaking, actually. That was heartbreaking. I hate to say it. That one broke my heart, though. I got too freaking jazzed. I got too excited. I wanted it so bad. Oh. What if it was a shark, y'all? What if it was another shark and I just missed it? So I was over eager. Ah. Two more, and then our fishing will be concluded for the day. Two more of that fish specifically, I should say. We get lots of those. I also think we sold more of those too, so it kind of works out. This is a different one. Nightfall Dreadmaw. Okay, so there are types of these, because the Nightfall Dreadmaws, yes, they are like the Dreadmaws specifically, I think, are the sharks. So we have an Eclipse, we have a Nightfall now. I don't remember. Oh, the Nightfall is the one that we had in our tank. Cool. Do you think we can put 2 shark in tank? Kind of feels like shark might be a 1 per tank fish. If I had to make a prediction about that. I just like casting fire. I don't think it makes a difference, but I just like it. We can get 2 more of the venom ones. I believe in us. I still can't believe I missed that one. 1 more. Yay! And there we go. We can be concluded for the day. Grabbing some berries on my way by. Going to pet these sheepies. Pet, pet, pet. Pet, pet, pet. Pet, pet, pet. On your booty. And pet, pet, pet. Always on your booty. Oh, I said I was going to go pet the chickens last night before bed, and I don't think I did. Because I'm a fool. That's okay. We'll pet them. We'll give them boosted pets today. Pet. Pet. Pet, pet, wait, pet, 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 and pet. And of course, the big man. Thank you. I must leave my mount behind because there can be no mounts indoors. I must collect my honey. Boom and boom. I must open the shop. Look at it. Amazing. Once again, we will need to reorganize some jam. Always reorganizing jam. I hate to say this, my brothers, but that looks red to me. Yippee! Wow. So is it better to move them all, you know? Or is it better to just like put them all the way and take them all back out? I really don't know. I honestly need a moment to even like see what actual color these are, because I'm having trouble seeing if those are purple or not. I didn't turn my boy on! Dang it. Well, I need to rearrange things right now, so the boy cannot be on. Anyways. What color is that? Yeah, that's super red, unfortunately. The thing about that is actually super duper red. Did I not turn my boy on the entirety of the day yesterday? Maybe he'll be distracted from what I'm doing and he can go restock other things. Oh no, he's good. No, he's coming in. Okay. Wow. And this one is purple. But unfortunately, one of these is still at the very beginning, and that's just the truth. No. I thought that you were going to be helpful in other places, and you decided to immediately come to where I am. I know I can turn him off, but I think I forgot to turn him on yesterday. So, supposedly, I think he has a lot of work to do. I believe that this purple is gonna be extra blue, so I'm probably gonna want it here? Question mark? Yeah. That's a good transition to me. Let's set the price right away so I don't walk away and forget. Ooh, it's a lot of jam to move. Ooh, it's a lot of jam to move, you know? The thing about it is it's a lot of jam to move. The wisp is busy behind us in the distance. Is that a good or a bad thing? I just don't know. They're restocking jams around us in a threatening manner. If I just stay so focused, it'll be fine. I'm like watching out of the corner of my eye to make sure that the wisp does not drop in and cause me problems. It's really my fault. I could just manage my wisp better, probably. I'm sure I annoy the wisp just as much as the wisp annoys me. You know what I'm saying? Because they're probably like, I just memorized the layout of this shelf, and then you reorganize the whole thing, and now I don't know where these items go anymore. And that's perfectly fair. Is this an exciting use of my time? I hope so. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it, girl. I'm so close. I'm so close to being done. Don't butt in. Don't butt in. We can get through this with minimal bloodshed. Oh yeah, those look identical to each other. This is definitely the correct spot for those. I was worried that that was gonna be a little bit, presumptuous, but it wasn't bad. The buzzes, however, might inspire. None of these say place 0. Did I not put... No, they ran. Oh, did I end up doing 2 that were already on the shelf and just needed refills yesterday? Well, slay. No rearranging for me then. I'm completely fine with that, actually. But, of course, we need to talk about milk today. I have so many things I want to do and so many things I want to arrange. I'm going over to the fishies first. Cool fishies, where are you? You think they restock these guys? Oh, they can go in there, though. Okay. I was mistaken. Interesting. I'm so confused about how the aquariums work still. It's my fault for not ever playing with them before. Okay, we got this guy. Can he also go in with the other shark? No, so we would need another thing for him. I don't think I want to balance a third globe in the middle of these two. I think that would be a little bit silly. Here's the thing I am going to say. I like the shark better than the goldfish, though. And I hate to be that way, but it is true. 'Cause shark. But the thing is, I have a third shark. No, it's the same shark as the other one. Okay, perfect. Yay, 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 yay. Sorry, friend. You do look like a koi fish, though, and that's really sick to me. Honk. Yay, 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 yay. Look at the sharks. The sharks, y'all. We have sharks now. That's cool. That's super sick, actually. I love that. Okay. Let's look at fruit. Ooh, no. I want to harvest my milkweed. And then put milkweed on the shelf. Look at this. Orange milk. Yippee! I love the accomplishment of getting the new thing set up successfully. Yeah, that one was greedy. I admit that one. My bad. It's beginning. It doesn't look like a rainbow right now, but it will be a rainbow eventually. I swear. I swear a rainbow will happen. Let's do these in the cheese presses. These are the only ones I have right now, so. And then let's look at fruit. Looking for ones that don't have buzzes with them yet. Or any more, perhaps. Might also be a possibility there. The Mirth shade doesn't have a buzz. And the Nightshade doesn't have a buzz. Now, jams. I think all of these had jams. I'm very confident about this. And I don't feel the need to double check that closely. The Scarlet? No, the Scarlet Tip does right there. The Sea Fallow? And that's it. All the other ones have jams. The Sun Apple Jam is very low. So I'll make Sun Apple Jam. Oops, and I also want... Whoa! Don't mind that. These guys. Buzz here. Buzz there. These ones are for jams. Fruitworks! Yay! I think that mostly means that I get a boost in production from that level up. So I will get more jams now. Which is very exciting. That's such a pretty color. Oh yeah. What does that mean? My Fruitworks means, yep, I get a 2x amount. Very cool. My harvesting is very close to another level up, as is my bagging, actually, which is interesting. Let's plant milkweed. Not milk. There we go. And then this is done, and I'm gonna get more of that right away so I don't forget. Because I fear that I will forget. We did orange, so now we need to do yellow. Boom. Did I do both of them? I must have, right? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it means we'll have some to stock and some to make into cheese. So that actually makes sense. I think I got 2 of them so that I could do 2 at a time, but we'll maybe transition to that later after I've gotten some of each and backstock of each. I need Fernbright and Lunacite, which is this one. And then 4 crystals. I'm not low on really any of the crystals anymore. Moondrill. A little bit of a yawn. Moondrill and Adaboundium, I think. So that's Adaboundium and Dark Lunacite. Over here. I know what I'm doing. I know where my crafters are. Poorly. I just realized I didn't water these. Oh, the lightning coming through the freaking... This window is so good. And the only other thing we need to do is the ores and the thread. So I can open this and let people start arriving. So we don't have a period of just waiting for people to come in. I don't know why that one took me a really long time to observe. And then the thread. I think it was 9 maple thread that I needed. It was jasper thread. And ember thread. Jasper and ember. The little weavers are also so cute. I think having the weavers on the wall is like slightly silly, but I still like it, so I don't know. I don't even mind. And this guy's back on. My bills are paid. And I didn't put any rugs down. We said we were gonna buy rugs last night. I didn't even look at them yet. What kind of rugs we got? Look at that. A bunch of beautiful, beautiful rugs. I want a big brown rug, please. I'll be right with you, ma'am, actually. But we're making a second rug attempt here, people. Second rug attempt. And if this rug also turns evil, well, what am I even to say? Like just barely underneath that, huh? I hate that. Thanks. Like that. How is that still right there? Hold on. Did I not make you slightly smaller? Just boop. There we go. That's what I meant. Okay. If this rug turns evil, gee whiz. Then maybe we're not meant to have rugs in this life. And I guess that's just something that I'll have to come to terms with. That doesn't it look nice with a big rug right there? I did not get the long, like, runner rugs that I had in my mind from this one. So we'll have to do more rug purchasing eventually. Which is the next license called called what? Maybe it's just part of something else. Because I think, oh, there's owls today. Unless I'm like totally making this up or misunderstanding this or something. There's like skinny rugs that are like big long runners. And I really like putting those down the aisle. I'm a big like put as many rugs on the floor as is humanly possible. That's my favorite way to decorate in a video game. So I would love to just put down so many rug. This dude's been staring for a hot second. The little owl mages. I don't remember if we've seen the owl mages in here yet. It might be a first time appearance for them. And I would love that. I think I might, maybe, take a little bathroom break in a couple of minutes. Oh, the rug begins. The rug problems begin. I'm scared. I'm scared. Mostly because I think that Star will be home soon. And I think my friend will be ready to play video games with me soon as well. And I would like to get ready for both of those things to happen. And I don't want to go to the bathroom and then only play for like 10 more minutes after that, because I think that would be silly. Ooh, thank you for the perfect change. And also, as I have expressed before, I really hate when the ads run and then I end in like also like 5 minutes or something. I hate doing that. And I think I did that last night, but that was because it was so very, very late last night. And I want to avoid doing that. So I'm thinking of strategically planning a little break here. sounds good, Star. I kind of like had a thought and a feeling that that might be the case today, unfortunately. Thank you for buying a fish. Look at how purple the world is right now. Yo, I've like never seen this level of sunset before. That's so sick. I've never seen this like point in the night before. Oh my gosh. Look at how gorgeous this is. What? With the freaking dragon up there with the lights and the lightning? Are you kidding? It's so purple. Okay, sorry everybody. This guy's out here enjoying the view too. Look at them. They're like, yeah, it fucking rules out here. Sorry, I have never seen the world be that incredibly purple before. Sorry, I'm coming back out. I thought I was done. I'm not done. Look at it. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Wow, 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 wow. I just think I'm not that observant. Gee whiz. I think I'm not that observant during the like sunset hours or whatever. A lot of the time. But I have never seen the world be that purple before. That was so freaking cool, actually. Thanks, hon. I'm glad that I was able to be around for the end of your day. I assume that you just have to do like so much cleaning because there's barely anyone there, right? Is my guess. I also have no idea. I'm assuming that you're like busy doing stuff right now also, so please feel no pressure to respond to me in the chat. Thank you for buying the fish! Yay! It's so exciting. I just love seeing people buy the new stuff. I think that's so cool. Let me go check on something real quick. We've got, okay. I don't think it'll be that long. I'm speaking cryptically right now. Don't mind me. I'm really just thinking out loud. There's a freaking buzz home that I didn't harvest. There's so many people still. Thank you for getting one singular item, dude. Really helpful. You do look adorable and cute, though. So. If I just become so good at checking people out, if I actually just check people out so freaking fast right now, you'll never, you know. Nonsense coming out of my mouth right now, dude. I knew we were close to a bagging level up. Pretty sick. Look at how purple it is outside. It's freaking cool. I love it. I love that it's still purple. I love it so much. You got an orange theme going on. Wouldn't you want to match your cloak, though? You didn't want red? We have lots of red items in the shop. Okay. You bought a fish as well. Amazing. Thank you so much. Do you think that the Wisp restocks the fish? I mean, I'm positive that they must, right? Surely. Surely they must. This like new NPC behavior where they just kind of like go around and stand sometimes is so funny. Because they do it like everywhere. Like when we were out looking at how purple everything was, there were multiple people who were just like standing. You know, just like cooling it. Okay, I don't like when you guys just stand here and stare at me. I really don't like that at all. So, I love the standing and the staring, you know? Like you're really contemplating life. But I don't like when you do it at me. Please. Just buy something. One singular chromaflux, huh? I'm so glad that your needs could be met. You look like someone. You look like someone. Perfect change, though? I won't say anything. You can look like anyone you want to look like. Never mind. If you want to give me perfect change, I have nothing to complain about. Thank you for the big order, ma'am. Keeping this place afloat, truly. I'm really trying to check people out so fast, but wow, the posture on that guy was incredible. Another owl really into the orange items. Very cool. Thanks for coming. Please come again. Bye. And pink for you today. And perfect change. Thank you so much. Y'all with the perfect change, making my day as always. How many more we got? Just a few more. I just don't want I don't want the ads to precede me taking my break. Because that would be unfortunate. Thank you. With your crazy haircut. Well, crazy on you. Not necessarily crazy haircut in general. But crazy on you. Just a couple of brews for you and the dudes, my friend. All right. And thank you for the exact change. Also, I like your hairstyle. Back in the day, I used to wear that hairstyle all the time, but then I got a jellyfish haircut, and I can no longer wear my hair like that because I don't have enough hair back there to really make a bun. I also can't. The hair around my head is too short to pull into a pulled back hairstyle anymore. So no more half up, half downs for me. I used to wear that all the time though. Like, to the max. High school and college combined. A little fishy for you today. Thank you for purchasing one of our frickin' minnows. Was there a goat back there that I saw? Or was that our last patron? Wonderful. I'm gonna leave us out here to enjoy the weather and the gorgeous purple day. And I am gonna go take a little bathroom break. I'm gonna run the ads a little bit early so that they don't run while we're playing later on. But if you need to grab a drink or grab a snack or hit the bathroom or take a deep breath of fresh air through your window or something like that, please go ahead and do so. And I'll be back in like 3-ish minutes, I think. Thank you. Hello? And thus we return. My headphones are not sealed to my ears the way I'm used to them, and I like heard myself a lot more clearly because my headphones weren't like creating the little noise canceling seal, and I jump scared myself. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else we need to do or accomplish in here tonight, honestly. Our fish are stocked, our sharks are swimming. I think we simply go on and start the next day. Yay! I'm so glad we got to talk to Dragon today. That was amazing. I am probably going to keep streaming until Star gets home or my friend says that they're ready to hang out, whichever one of those two things comes first. So, oh wow, it's like storming even more today, and we've got a golem. Amazing. Look at that. My screen is like, it's got like water effects on it. That's so cool. So it's like less windy than it was yesterday, but it's more rainy. I love that, and in case I have not said it to you before, God, I love this game. Oh, I was trying to figure out what was different, and it was because I had my HUD off. Playing with the new feature time. This weather, dude. Amazing. I don't see any friends around to say hello to us besides the wandering golem, so our dinos it is. Hello and hello. This is like, is it weird that I still find this cozy though? I feel like it's kind of spooky a little bit, but it's still, but it's Teddy's Haven, so even though it's kind of spooky, it's still cozy. That's how I feel about it. Oh my gosh, I love the water effects on my screen. I don't know if that was happening yesterday. I don't feel like it was, but maybe I'm just a fool who missed it, but I frickin', ooh, I'm so into that. I'm so into that. Rah. The weather. Flappy, you're just the worst. You're just the worst. I'm sorry if you heard her bang into the microphone again. I wish there was something I could do to make that not happen. But unfortunately, it is her will, and it is her way. Whoa. I'm like sheltered under the trees, so it's like kind of quieter over here. Love that. I wonder what would happen if we went up to the like little mini forest up by where the gnomes and goblins live. I'm really having trouble finding the apples today. They're really falling in a way that I can't track. We found our little man almost immediately yesterday, which means he's gonna be in like the very last tree today, right? I stand frickin' corrected. Hi, little man. I'm sorry to bring you out in this weather. I know. It's really. Can I have 10,000 apples? Are you enjoying it? Okay. Thank you. A bit rude to make him leave the safety of his canopy in this crazy weather, but you know, 10,000 apples wait for no one. I'm going against my rules again, but I'm so close to 1,000. I just really wanted to hit 1,000. There's only 2 more trees. Oh no, I missed that one too. Never mind. We're good. Okay. Don't obsess. Find a way. Find a way to not obsess. This must be my philosophy. Okay, we've hit an amount of berries in almost all of the berries where we can stop collecting every single one of them on the map, and we can just kind of like do our little drive-bys like that, and we can wait for another day where we get a harvesting boost. I think the only berries that we're still kind of low on are these purple guys. And when I say low, I mean lower than the other kinds. Wowee! You again? Twice in a row? Maybe he's like guaranteed to happen on storm days. He didn't scare me as much today though. Actually. Maybe because there's so much going on besides him. My senses are already loaded up. And he couldn't scare me for that reason. Bro, this weather, am I right, dude? What do you think about all this? What do you think about all this? The War of Heirloom was won not by swords, but by masks. One rose through lies and gold, another through silence and dirt. The world remembers the first as hero. The second never claimed anything. But when the bells rang and peace returned, it was the second who vanished, and the first who wept. Thank you for remembering the unseen ones. Absolutely, literally anything for you, bro. Thank you for the sick-ass freaking stories. I'm gonna need to turn the volume down a little, bit today, because, man, those storm effects, they are really giving it their all, right? And I fear I just don't have that loud of a voice on me today. I'm just gonna fly right into this guy's booty cheeks. Nothing to be concerned about. Oh, I missed. I thought I'd be close enough, but not quite. There's my harvesting level. Yippee! And we're drive-buying on these now. That's what we must remember. Ooh, you really wanted to kick me. I felt that one. Or actually whap me with your tail. It's the bunnies who kick. And the crocodiles who bite. And the crabs who pinch. I think we have a lot of all of... Oh wow, I actually have a lot more of the peaches than I thought I did too, to be honest with you. I think the only ones we might not have enough... have as much of would be the more proper phrasing. Are the I don't know what they're called over here, but the squatter berry bushes over here. They're really bright ones. What are they called? Not the ember berries, but the maybe the ember berries? Maybe it's the ember berries. Or the amber bursts, I think, are the ones in fall over here. Give me that. Give me that. Hello and hello and oh, whoa, hey, hello. So I will harvest a couple of those just to see if we're low on them like I feel like we are. But I don't know if we are. Or if I just feel like we are. Which does not necessarily hold the most merit in the world, I will admit. These ones. Yeah, amber burst. No, we're totally good on those. It's the animals that I need to pet. That's what I should be concerned about. Hello, all my little babies. You're so precious. These ones, somehow I ended up with so many of those. I don't know how that happened, but for some reason, I just have so many of those. I don't know why I'm ignoring the freaking cows so hard. I don't mean to ignore the cows so hard. It's just kind of happening. Naturally to me. Yeah, no, we're good. I don't need to super focus on harvesting these anymore. I like the drive-by method, you know? Honestly, I don't really need to harvest that much dragon's blood either. I like that you get so much out of Boundium from each little node. so that you don't feel like you absolutely have to, like, scour the castle every day or all the nooks and crannies where the out-of-boundium is. Because I really was mostly just harvesting those 2 nodes every day, and I already have over 1,000 in fall. And I feel like that's pretty good. We're trying to be a little less sweaty about it all in this world. Hey y'all, 2 rainy days in a row. Are you frickin' loving it? I'm sure you are. Yeah, not as many of these as I thought I had either, actually. Hello, cows. I have so much milk from the cows, is the thing. Just so much milk from the cows. And I have so much lavendray as well, so that kind of falls into the same category as the dragon's blood, where I really don't need to get all of it. But also, I'm so close to having 2,000 honey glow. Beautiful. Somehow I find myself like low on Blue Sky a lot. The Blue Sky shards, not the social media app. I don't necessarily know how that happens. It's the one that there is easily the most of everywhere. That and Fernbright, I feel like. Fernbright has a lot because of the space near Elmbro. Well, I mean, if I think about it that way, though, there's also that little Honeyglow Grove, too. Wait, I want to get to 2,800, because wouldn't that be satisfying? Amazing. So really, there's a lot of all the shards. Probably Dragon Blizzard has the least. That's just the one that I very closely mine every single day. Oh, we got a fish! I almost left without fishing. How silly would that have been? I guess we keep up the trend and we go for 30 of each of the common fish now? Question mark? And this is the way? Perhaps this is the way. Oh, I did it again, for goodness sake. Reacting way too quickly. That wasn't it? My god. Okay, patience, 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 patience. I can do that. Patience, patience, and patience. My good gracious. It's achievable. Patience is so achievable. I got another shark. I got another shark. I got both of the sharks. Because I was actually able to exercise patience. And not just reel the frickin' thing in immediately as soon as it flipped. It's crazy what that'll do for you. Okay, we're still at 20 of the venom waves. Which I thought, you know, we might not be that close to that number, so. And we're already at fishing level 8. We're so powerful. I still don't know why I'm like moving around every time. I really don't need to do that, actually, fun fact. It makes me feel like I'm like fishing from different parts of the like lake, but the thing about that is that that's actually so silly. This is a different one. Oh, the Gilded Drakefin. Okay, cool. I thought maybe it might have been like a new one. Bee! The thing about getting to 30, you know, like 10 more as a 10 higher benchmark every day. It's low-key that can kind of take a long time. One of the things I like about Teddy's Haven is that you can really like get from place to place on the map so quickly. So maybe we need to lower our benchmark increase to 5 a day instead of 10 a day. And then perhaps this will go a little bit faster for us. The lake is shaking again. But also, isn't this so badass? Fishing off the dock in the middle of a crazy thunder and lightning storm. Doesn't this just kind of hit the spot a little bit? I feel like it does. I feel very cool. I'm almost positive there must be like special fish to find in other bodies of water as well. Like if you fish underneath the water guy. The water spirit. I feel like that's pretty. I got another dread moth. In fact, I'm so positive that that must be a thing that I'm gonna go there and do it. Like to fish underneath the water spirit, right? Don't you think that that seems like it would be an absolutely baller idea? Look, he's ready for us. He knew we would have this idea. It's funny that the wand still does the like walking animation in my hand while I'm flying. Hello, I wanted to try fishing off of a different spot. Is that okay? What do you think about this? A kelp packfin? That's a new fish entirely. Is that a rare fish or is it just a fish from a different body of water? Oh, that adds so much more pressure. A violet current flow runner? That's a crazy string of words and nouns and adjectives. Okay, so the different bodies of water definitely have different fish to find. So if you want to make an aquarium setup, you gotta like set that shit up. Like that's easily a whole wall of the store. Fall Shroud Lake Maw? But that's so flipping cool. What do you mean by that? You can't just say that to me. Oh my god. Merkstone Rockjaw? Okay, so maybe off the dock is like not the place to fish. I've gotten way more different kinds of fish out of this body of water, but I do wonder if it's because of him, if he's giving like a boost or something, you know? Because that would make monumental amounts of sense, if true. This is so slay, though. Fall Shroud Lake Maw is just crazy. Yo, I want to see if we can like go out really, really far. Get it right under him. See if that gives us anything special. Surely not, but just a kelp packfin, which I think is like one of the common ones. I think we've kind of concluded that the length of your... That's like the most common one, it seems like. The length of your cast does not seem to have an incredible impact on what you catch. Seems to be completely chance. Dude, these fish are so cool though. I just want to see them. Maybe we can't sell fish. Maybe I do just need to display them because they are all cool. Okay, So that's from this body of water. What if we go somewhere else? Like, what if we fish over here? Does this count as a different body of water? Surely not, right? Surely not. But what if? Kelp backfin. Okay, I think these are gonna be the same fishies as in the little lake. Yeah, okay, those are the same. But one more idea. What about the out of bounds water? What about out of bounds water? Is there gonna be anything special for me in the out of bounds water? I asked inquisitively. Because I feel like potentially there's a chance that there could be. I'll go right here first, and then I'll go over around the corner. What kind of fishies are over here? In this crazy storm that we're having today. Will these be the same kind as the first ones we've caught? Yes. Okay. One more try. Just for fun, just to see what happens. Amazing. But I still want to fish in the out-of-bound waters. Because don't you think that something amazing could happen? I'll stand right down here. I'm like, there's a certain kind of fishing where you stand in the water while you fish, right? I'm doing that. Ah, these ones seem like maybe the same. These ones like seem maybe the same. But I know there's even more out of bounds water. This is out of bounds water because it's on like this side of stuff with the crazy floating trees and whatnot. But over here, there's water that's even more out of bounds than that. And I know this to be true. There's like a puddle or something over here. Where is it? Like this, I think, is what I was thinking of. There's like land water. What do you think? Anything special in this one? It's in an out of bound area? Maybe not. Maybe not. But I had to try. Is this something different? Gilded drakefin. Okay. This out of bounds water is not special water. Can confirm. We're gonna teleport home. I'm not used to the music pausing on the pause menu. That's kind of crazy. Okay, into the store we go. Let's get out of the rain. I don't know if little sprites can catch a cold, but if they can, I'm certainly on my way. Oh, I love the rain coming in through the windows. Amazing. I should probably close this window so I don't completely freeze all of my customers, huh? Probably. Don't you think? Oh, it's kind of still. Nope, there it goes. We're good. We'll still have these windows open so we can hear it, but the wind's not blowing this way, so we're a little bit more safe over here. A little bit more safe. Before we get to crafting, let's get to arranging, which of course means I need one of those, please. And I need to go boom, 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 boom. What do we got going on for jams, people? I shouldn't do that. I should do this. What do we have going on for jams? Hello? Okay. Oh, okay. So you're giving me a lot of the fish, actually. Hold on. I actually want jam to show up. Thank you. We need to place sea fallow jam. We need to place Only sea fallow jam. I must have messed up and accidentally made more of something else we already had. Or maybe we just didn't have backstock of it. In which case, still good. Oh yeah, that's right. There was only one jam that we hadn't made. I made more sun apple jam. Okay, so only one to rearrange, and this is probably gonna go right there because it's turquoise in nature. Ooh, I should go turn off that wisp immediately. Hold on. Don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Listen, chill, 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 chill. It's just a little bit of rearranging, okay? Nothing to freak out about. We don't need to restock the shelves behind me in a manic fashion. I'm simply just rearranging some shelves. No need to panic. No need to panic at all. I like how that one has sort of a, this one has sort of a gradient on it. That's pretty. I like how our ivy sort of pulses with life also. That was not meant to be said in a creepy way, but I fear that maybe it was. Oh, I don't know how to arrange these ones. Cause like, is that one really the most adjacent to purple? I don't know. Let's put the new jam down, because we know that this one's gonna go here, and then make a choice about it. Because clearly that one goes there, right? But then what is next? That is a really good transition, actually. I like going from that to that. But I don't really like going from that to this that well. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I truly believe that this is the most adjacent one to purple. But I don't really see another option. I just don't like that there. I feel like that one maybe sticks out a little bit. But I don't know. Well, I just don't know if we have a choice in the matter about that one. What buzz haven't we placed yet? There's one azure berry buzz stored up away. Only the mirth shade buzz. Once again, we made more of one that we already had, which is actually kind of a good thing. This one is purple, so hopefully that means slightly less rearranging. The pink is gonna be there. So, oh shoot, hold on. Okay, think. Do it. I don't know, I'm panicking. And then well, listen. We're gonna have to rearrange this whole thing again anyway another time, so it doesn't even matter if they're not really perfect, you know what I mean? What? I was pretty confident about that one, I'm not gonna lie to you. Really? Really? I was that far off the mark, huh? I didn't feel like I was that far off the mark. I didn't feel like I was being that cruel about it. But evidently it appears that I was. Let's talk about fishies. Let's talk about fishies, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like stacking them on top of each other is not gonna look as good as like how I think it's gonna look in my head. But also we got a bunch of new fish and look at how cool they are. We have to find them. There's no fish category. Oh, there is a fish category. I'm a fool. It's literally right there in front of my eyes. Oh my god. Okay. Pretend you didn't hear any of that. Because we got this one is new, and this one is new, and this one is new. That's a freaking squid. What? This one is also new. This is a freaking squid, bro. Are you kidding me? Like, what? But I want so many of them. You understand. The problem is I want so many of them. Okay, I'm gonna take these guys out, I guess. And I'm gonna make another one of these just to display. Because there's just simply too many cool dudes in here. Why am I doing it this way? I should be doing it this way, and this way, and this way. And put a freaking cool dude in there. Yeah, I'll put 2 of them in there, why not? I want to set their prices. I want to make them unbuyable. Okay, what other fish? What other fish do I have that aren't in a thinger? That one, and that one, and that one. And that one. Put one in there. And put one in there. And put one in there. No, it's full! That looks like the same one, though, as this. Doesn't that look like the same one as that? I'm conflicted right now. No, that one's that one. Oh no, oh no, oh no, they say. Ooh, I'm confused. Ooh, I'm confused about how this is working right now. I'm confused about how this is working right now. I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay. I think it's just simply that, like, there's not the amount of room that I think there is. I think that's really just it. There's just not the amount of room that I think there is. Okay, hold on, fishies. Let me try this again. Because I got so disorganized so quickly, okay? So everyone just chill for a second. And let me try this again. So I need some of those in there. I need one of those in there still. I need one of those and those. So, boom. One in there, right? Boom. One in there, right? Boom. One in there, right? Can I fit one more? No. I guess I don't really need to display this one. And that's fine. I can live with that for now. Until we can decide on a better aquarium setup. Because right now I don't have the brain power for a better aquarium setup. But at least right now we have a bunch of fish on display. It does mean that people aren't going to be buying fish today. But I can live with that. I can be okay with that. It's okay. Let's set up all of our crafters. Do we have any buzz that needs to be made, first of all? Or really the phrase I should be using is, do any of these need a buzz to be made out of them? Nightshade buzz is right there. The royal peach needs more buzz. I remember seeing that on the shelf. And the scarlet tip has no buzz. Now let's talk about jam. I think all of these have jams. We're just looking for the one that has the least amount of jam. I see a 19. Honestly, it'd be better to look at it this way. I see a 16 and a 15. In terms of jam, we need Nightshade and Amberfall. Boom. And boom. These are for jam. I'm gonna put them in there before I forget that they're for jam. Because I would hate to be a dude who forgets that they're for jam. And then these are for... Did I do that right? Oh my god. I panicked for a second and thought I was literally narrating that they were for jam and put them in the brewers anyway. Not that that would have been the most terrible thing to ever happen or something, but maybe a little bit embarrassing. What about milk? What do we have going on for milk? Just regular schmegular milk for us today. That's all we've got. Once again, forgetting where to look for the cheese press. As always. What do we need for Aether? We need Out of Boundium and Star Shard. Out of Boundium and Star Shard. What about for the prepared crystals? We need... I don't know why I'm getting sing-songy with it. I think I'm very tired and I'm dissolving a little bit. Star Shard and... what's the other one that was the least? What's that? 50, 50, 50, 50, 60 even. It looks like Moondrill is the next lowest at 41. Oops. I'm aiming at the wrong freaking place on the wall. Boom. And boom. Ooh, a little bit of flashbang for you from the lightning. Except it kind of rules, actually. And then the ore. 61, 60, 57. It looks like we need nanocite. And we need pebble brights. Excuse me. Gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, we need the wool. I'm always forgetting the wool. We need more tan. We need more maple. And that one. Yippee. Excellent. And I think that's all of them. Let's open this door. I think this will probably be my last day. I can't forget to water them. 1 day until harvest for those. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing that I was supposed to do or set up or etc. that I didn't do or set up or etc. And I don't know. I think the thing I was supposed to do or set up or etc. is stop freaking yawning. I think that's what I was meant to do. For gosh sakes. Okay. It's so sad having that window closed, but I don't want to get my carpet all wet. Who knows what kind of revenge the carpet will take on me if the carpet gets wet. I sort of feel like we need to set a next goal for what we want to purchase. And most of the things that I really want are locked behind level ups, to be honest. We need 10,000 for a shop expansion though, and we're not gonna get that by tonight, I'm not thinking. But I think that we should sort of hit a yeah, I'm gonna use my words, hold on. I think we should sort of use a rhythm. Like last stream we focused on expanding the shop a whole bunch so we could get back to a square again, because I love being a square in the store. And this time we kind of just did mostly crafting arrangements is what we did. So maybe next stream needs to focus back on shop expansion again. Wouldn't that be fun? Hello, Star, who is home from work. I missed you. Oh, the rug. You're not gonna say hi, Star?
The chat? I said hi. I said hi.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I guess I didn't say hi to chat.
I just meant I usually say hi to Star Chat, and then you were the only one who goes into chat and says hi, Star. And I like the bit. I think the bit is funny.
Hi, chat.
I'm gonna play through this day.
Sounds good.
And then I am sort of like so greasy right now. So I need to decide what I'm going to do before we hang out with friend. Oh, hi, Star, almost missed you. You're so silly.
I'm hilarious.
You are hilarious, I agree. But as you can tell, I'm freaking cozied up right now. I'm leaned back in this chair and everything. No webcam means that I'm just like Basically, I'm basically part of this chair. Thank you for the perfect change.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a small top.
Yeah. Listen.
No shade.
And
She's rocking it. She's rocking it.
The low-rise leggings as well.
The low-rise capris.
Not capris. Capri leggings even.
Capri canvas leggings.
Amazing. Sir, can you get in line, please?
Clivey, I noticed that like all my stuff is all over the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how she was today. Clivey really was in a mood to put things on the ground. I experienced this as well. She was in the mood to put things on the ground, and she was in the mood to jump up onto the desk and bash her head into the microphone more than one time. Because, I don't know. The solid metal object is just invisible. How would we ever be able to tell it was there in order to save ourselves from bashing our head into the sharp edge on the bottom? I don't know. Not possible, I guess.
It's true.
Ah, I miss clicking that bag so many times. Gee whiz. Y'all and your purchasing one singular crystal is crazy, by the way. Just crazy activities. This guy's got cool armor on. I don't know why he's like undulating so much back there, but I don't know. Maybe he just got back from an adventure. He's tired. He's winded. He's trying to catch his breath in our cozy little store. What? That bag is so flat. Why is this bag of chips so flat?
I don't know.
My God, it's the flattest bag of chips I've ever seen. But the chips aren't crushed. Don't be fooled. The chips are not crushed. They're simply so flat. I've never seen this before. I've never witnessed this chip bag shape. I picked up the rug again! Maybe the rug just can't be there, dude. I don't know.
Anyone who either watched the previous VOD or was here last night, you'll have heard me talking about my beef tallow. And it's very...
Star's here to talk about their beef tallow. Hold on, everyone.
This is a beef tallow segment of the stream.
Beef tallow segment that everyone was looking forward to.
It's so satisfyingly finished and stored in a jar.
Mm-hmm. If only I had the webcam on today.
I was gonna say, if your face cam was on, I would bring it over and show chat. Look how...
It like doesn't look like real because it's so perfectly like cream white colored and solid and flat, you know? It looks like a model of a...
I was gonna say...
Of a jar full of milk.
It looks like a video game asset for jarred milk.
Yeah.
Like, this could be on the shelf in Teddy's Haven.
Yeah.
Other than, when you look at the bottom, you can see a little bit of, like, the like, more greasy stuff, but that's normal. I didn't run it through a cheesecloth, so...
Yeah.
Whoa. Smells like beef.
Well, I would assume that the beef tallow probably smells like beef. Please do not open it next to my head.
Ivy, you want to smell the beef tallow?
Oh, God.
Did you catch a whiff?
Stinky.
Sorry.
Why would you open that right next to my mouth?
Sorry. I wanted to smell it.
You smell it away from me.
Ivy really perked up.
Yeah, she's like, I smell something delicious.
She really perked up about that one. On my hands?
Beef.
Beef dado.
Amazing.
Cats don't even like beef that much. I don't know why you're so interested.
Well, she in particular is a weirdo who doesn't like any, like, human food whatsoever.
Oh my gosh, she doesn't even like poultry.
Yeah.
She would die.
We try to give her a little piece of, like, plain cooked chicken, and she doesn't want it. She sniffs at it and then leaves it on the floor.
Turkey?
She's fucking crazy.
Gagging.
Yeah, like, a little bit of, like, lunch meat turkey? No. Could not be her. A very freaking different cat than the one in the dorms who used to, like, try to crawl inside of our mouths while we were eating.
But even then, she wouldn't.
Okay, she's sniffing your eyeball. Is that what you wanted? Did you want your eyeball to get sniffed? She's so happy that you're home. She had to get a whiff of that cornea, you know?
Well, what I was gonna say before she interrupted me was that even in the dorms, she would stick her head inside our mouths to try and get the food. But then if we tried to give her some,
She didn't want it. It was about the
didn't want
fight. It was about the it was about the misbehavior. That was the draw.
it was the hunt. The thrill of the hunt.
Exactly. She wanted to be naughty about it. That's what she really needed. Do you want me to move the mic?
No, that's alright.
Okay.
You're almost done.
I'm almost done. I'm just gonna finish up this day. Because I feel that logging off in the middle of the day would be more detrimental for me the next time I came into play than anyone else. I feel like that would be emotionally taxing for me to have to just jump in the middle of a day. I have been freaking a yawning machine, actually,
Yeah?
today. I cannot stop. It probably has something to do with not being able to fall asleep until 5 o'clock in the morning, but still.
That'll happen.
It will happen. I have to, like, figure out what to do with my face.
Your face is fine.
I'm just greasy. That's all.
I would
And I
even-
have to make a decision about what to do.
I would
about
even go
that.
so far as to say that your face is red.
Dang.
Personally.
That's crazy. Why are you coming back in here, bro? We are closed. Oh my god. They're like, I want to go spend some time out in the courtyard until 3 hours past closing time, and then I'll come purchase my items. Get out of here. Are you watching the frickin' Moana trailer? It looks so god awful.
Oh my god. Oh no.
They've got that Disney money, and yet it looks like a high school stage production. And not even a like monumentally good one at that
A
either.
pretty bad high school stage production.
It looks like insanely awful. Have you seen The Rock yet in his wig?
That's why I looked it up, because I saw a screenshot and I want to see it in action.
Yo. Like, it's not even, it's like not even funny.
And
It's like,
that part is like when he turns into an eagle, a CGI eagle. Like, what's even the
I
point?
thought it was a hawk.
A hawk? You're right, you're right. Like, what's even the point?
Yeah.
You know?
Truly, like, oh! Oh, you guys, it was purple last night, and now it's hell, now it's blood red. Wait. I was saying earlier that I was like, oh, it's like a normal sky tonight, except it's not a normal sky. It's hell. Oh my god, it's blood rain. What the flip? This guy's just smiling down there. Meanwhile, the world is ending around us. This looks so sick. I want these berries. Hold on. I'm distracted. This is not what I came out here to do, but oh my god. It's actually terrifying. What the flip? Okay, anyways, I love it. With that though, let's enjoy this. This is crazy actually. With that, I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you to the people who chatted. Thank you to the people who popped in and out and lurked and all of those good things. Thank you to the dev for popping in and chatting about stuff again. It's so cool to see you and hear things about the game and share my feelings about the game, which usually amount to, oh my god, I love this game so much. But still, let me make sure that these are not going to run while I'm speaking. Yeah, if you are interested in VODs, you can check out the YouTube at Gourmet Soda. And that's pretty much all I've got for you. I'll see you tomorrow for hopefully, some Horizon Zero Dawn, and hopefully we do not have whatever absolutely bonkers, crazy, freaking insane, like Twitch problems we were having last time, where it was just like stopping and restarting the stream 100 times. That was crazy. I'll try to give a nice little recap at the beginning of the next stream of like the less than 20 minutes, less than 10 minutes of game that happened in that amount of time. But yeah, that's all I've got. Let's go raid someone. Let's go say hello. I really feel like we should go say hello to a Teddy's Haven player if anybody is playing it right now. We've got a couple people. Let me go investigate. I think they're talking about aquariums and fishies while playing Teddy's Haven, and I think that sounds like a really great time to drop in on. So we're gonna go say hello to Somni the VTuber. They're talking about fishies. Go say hello. Go be nice. Go have a good time. Once again, thank you everybody for hanging out. It was a cool one. It was a fun one. It was a chill one. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Bye. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Raid's getting ready. Hold on. Hold on. Almost there. All right, y'all. Thank you. Bye.